What's up with you? What's up with you? So ESPN, the ESPN purchased the NFL Network for $3 billion. That's Disney. So they own the NFL Network. They own all of that. Ryan Clark, who has in the past said things, and you got to understand, he's got a different perspective. It's not traditional. Um, it's more of a barbershop type, confrontational type take. And ESPN's got the NFL Network. They're cleaning house, man. They don't want that. They don't want that side. They know it exists, this black perspective. They know it exists. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want nobody. Stephen A is still running around, but he ain't like that. They don't want that. And doing a episode, he told one of the co-hosts, it was like four people at a table. He told him that's a non-player, point of view, and it came across as rude. And he got to understand who's watching that. And then they removed him from the group, and he got fired. So he's no longer on ESPN. You could say the RG3 rubbed people the wrong way, and it was this was going to happen because Disney's coming in and cleaning house, man. They don't want any type of. If you are a black, like if you over here on some, I'm pro black. Yeah, that. If you on here on some, I'm pro black. Disney don't want you there. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They do not care. They don't care. That's not why they're hiring you. I'm trying to think of a player. What's an NFL player? Russell Wilson type. That's that. They're looking for Russell Wilsons. They're looking for guys like that. They don't want to hear no Ryan Clark. They want to hear none of these guys. That's coming in with on any type of black stuff. The Dion's, not the Dion is a coach, but they're going after the Russell Wilson types. And any fool can see that. They got rid of Cam. You can tell they're done with that. Disney saying we don't even care. We don't care. Well, then accuse us of lacking having a black perspective. Okay, we don't have a black perspective. They're not even fooling with that stuff. It's bad for business. Look, are you saying I'm just telling you they're looking at it as bad for business. In this Trump era, this is bad for business. We're not going to put these guys on air who have this Afrocentric point of view. They don't want that on air. They'll take a guy like a Russell. Oh man, a Pat Mahomes type, a guy like that. Those are the guys they want on there in front of their microphones. It's as simple as that. You can look and see when he goes off on his host, that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And NFL Network know who they hired. What is that? Football in the morning? What is that? They got a morning show. They know those guys are not former players. They know that. I don't even know the name of it. They have a morning show with three people, and it was a lady on there. One of them, then they put a new lady on there. But none of those people none of them are really football people. But they don't want them to be football people. They want them to be exactly what they hired. And I'm saying Disney's coming in here and they're cleaning house. They're getting rid of all of these analysts and all of these personalities that doesn't mesh with Disney. And for me, it's going back, it's going back in the past because I know which way they're going. Because there was a point when I could watch the NFL and you rarely saw what you had, O.J. Simpson. That was it. That was their idea of a black man in the studio was O.J. Simpson. Yeah, they weren't even close to being like the cats in your neighborhood or something like that. And they're going back to that. They're going back to that. And you can see it. They let Cam go. They don't, I don't know what Cam, but they let him go. They let Ryan Clark go. And then now you got Stephen A. And they're paying off contracts. I don't know what they're going to do with Stephen A. I don't even know how long, if he makes a presidential run, he's not going to be there that much longer anyhow. And it's sad because you do need a Ryan Clark type guy, covering your sports, right? It's sad they get rid of this guy. And then the Cam, they're going to get rid of him. And any black person that's configured, if you're a black person and you into some of this black perspective, if you look at things from a position, they don't want you. They don't want you. They don't want you. And it's a lot of money. NFL, NBA, it's a lot of bread. But I see which way they're going. What's the guy? I think Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller is a guy he doesn't really talk like that. You know what I mean? He's an analyst. He does his job. I have no idea. I really don't keep up with him, but you know what I'm saying? He's not a Black Lives Matter advocate type guy. I have no idea. Maybe he is. I just never got that impression. And it looks like that's what ESPN is going for. And under this Trump thing, they're moving away from that. Monday Night Football, ABC. Yeah, that's Disney. What's that guy's name in there? That brother in there. I forgot his name. He might be out of there. He might be. He might be. It's a different world, man. It's crazy though when you think about it. Both of them fired. Stephen A. He's still there. I see I have never seen one segment, but I see he's bringing Cameron into a lot of these conversations. And now with this, we'll see. We will see. We'll see which way they go. And this has got to really bother Ryan. Ryan has really went out of his way. Ryan Clark has really went out of his way trying to represent a position that other people don't represent. And he's out. He's out of a job. Now he had some type of beef with he had a beef with Robin Griffin III. And you might see him back on the air, man. You might. I mean, they're paying off contracts. They're paying them off, and they are hiring. They're hiring. They're looking for new talent, but they know what they want to present. They're looking at the NFL Network. They purchased it. They know exactly how they want to present their analysts, their personalities to the world. And they're not into the unapologetically black type personality. You can see they're going to steer as far away from that as possible. They don't want that. And I've always said if Cam Newton would just dress professionally, he would have really no problems here. But that's what I'm saying. These guys, you can't. What Cam Newton is doing, you cannot do that. You cannot do that when you're talking about vice presidents, CEOs. You cannot be walking around with them a hat like that on. Because they're going to take a second. When they go and review everything, they're going to say, why would we want, is this the image we want to present to the public? Like I say, a Russell, you might see a Russell Wilson. What's not to like? Family man, knowledgeable of the game. Um, that's probably what they want to go with. And you see a lot of these guys, just like we saw with Fox Sports. We saw with Fox Sports. They cleaned house. And those guys got a podcast now, but they got rid of all of those guys. What is it, 2026 and 20, what, 13, 14? Those guys used to be ESPN. They used to have their own shows. Now they're regulated to YouTube channels. They went in there and cleaned house, man. And they should have saw the writing on the wall, though. They should have. Disney was purchasing NFL Network. They should have knew some change. Well, they knew change was going to come. He just didn't expect that to happen. And Ryan is. Let me see. Ryan is looking at 100 million. Ryan Clark has a big contract. This isn't just some Joe Schmo. Here it is, net worth. Now we're gonna go with his contract. I think he signed a big deal. Contract ESPN. You see the rise of Pat McAfee. It's not showing me. Maybe I'm putting it in wrong. He's out of there. Ryan Clark. Say he's worth 12 million or some 6 to 12. Yeah. Okay. And that's how it goes, man. And we're living in this. This is the Trump world. This is the age of Trump, brother. They don't want any pro-black personalities like that. They. Now, Jay-Z works for the NFL Network, right? Isn't that something? The NFL doesn't own the NFL Network now. They sold it for $3 billion. But you got to get into exactly what that means because they produce all the content, the actual NFL. But the NFL is its own separate thing. I have no idea what their plans are or how they're going to do that. But it says Disney now owns the NFL Network. I'm trying to see. I haven't watched NFL Network in years. $3 billion. And they getting rid of a lot of those guys. And a lot of those guys, they don't really go anywhere. When they get fired, it's the end of their career. I'm trying to think of someone who got fired from these sports shows and wound up doing better or going somewhere better. Because RG3, where did he go? And you see all the guys, they got their own little podcast. Um, that's, I'm trying to think. Ryan Clark's takes. I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, he says most of the times I really don't even agree with him. I think he said that about Mike Tomlin. He said Mike Tomlin should go to LSU. It was about 4 years ago. They was asking if Mike Tomlin could go to USC, and then I had to say something. I'm serious. I had to intervene with that. He said, "There's a rumor." One of the reporters said, "There's a rumor that you're going to USC," and Mike got mad and said, "Why me? And what about these other coaches?" And he played the race card. But Mike, you're not a good coach. And then on top of that, USC, what the hell want you at? No, USC. And then he said LSU. And we can back up the bank. I said, for what? He's not no college coach. And anybody familiar with the differences know that's ridiculous. And no, Ryan Clark said that. I said, what are you saying? You used to play for the guy as a football player, but why are you hyping him up like that? Okay, he's not winning, so they're saying there's rumor you're going to be fired. He's not winning. But there's rumors you're going to USC. I said, USC? Why would they want Mike Tomlin? Yeah, that was the last thing when he said that about LSU. Please come to LSU. I said, man, I don't know what's going on. I need to go coach. I need to go throw my hat out there, man. They pay. And you see Lane's at LSU. And Mike, there's some rumor about the Steelers are offering him or something. I think he's still under contract. I don't know exactly how that plays, but they put out exactly what his I don't know his trade value is. I have no idea. I thought that the New England guy, Vrabel, was going to get fired for what happened. And I did think that Tomlin would slide in there and get that job. But that didn't happen. Vrabel was not fired. Now, within a month, less than a month, we'll have preseason. And whatever they're going to do with the network, I don't know. All the new people, they're going to fill them in. And it's mostly the network is really it's just corny. It's not even, it's just for fun. But Ryan is out, and somebody said an angry black man. I don't know. Ryan is off the air. Cam's off the air. And they all have their individual podcasts, but Stephen A., I think he said something, but I don't know. I don't know, man. And a lot of those guys used to be able, like I say, a Russell Wilson, hey, man, that's money. You retire, you play for 15 years, you retire, you go sit on an analyst chair for, well, look at Fox Sports. Bradshaw, how long has he been there? Bradshaw, Jimmy Johnson, Howie Long. And when you look at it now, Howie Long's old now. I mean, how much? And believe me, man, those guys are getting paid. Don't even think that them dudes making money. Fox is paying them. And them guys been sitting in there, and then you can go too long, where you're out of touch. I think they said that about Bradshaw. He doesn't go to the games. He doesn't talk to the players. And they were saying, well, the whole point was to put these former players was that they have a connection to the players. And they still can understand what's going on. But when guys stay in these analyst seats for 30, 40 years, they lose connection to the players. And so the fans don't get that information they're looking for. And Ryan, under Trump, it's going to be interesting to see where Ryan's going to go because, man, where he's going to go to BET, I don't know where he's going to wind up, bro, because under Trump and this the way things are, it's going to be hard to his You got Joy Taylor out there. You got people out there who are seasoned, but they're not in the sports. They're not in the sports world. I saw with the Carly Champion. She was on CNN now. All of these sports platforms, they're just going in a different direction. And they're going for less a personality that, when you look at the demographic, right, and this is where a lot of people mess up, the demographic of football is like 90% white. Even though majority of players are black, that's not the football demographic. And when you're someone that the fans who watch the football, if they don't like you, no matter what you think, you could think that you're giving out an honest opinion that's often overlooked. If they don't like it, you're not going to be there. You are not going to be there. And I personally think they're getting rid of all of these black personalities. I think they, with the they've just had it. They're cleaning house. And if you go back, this is 2026. If you go back to 1980, you had Stuart Scott. Stuart Scott, rest in peace. He was rare. Stuart Scott was rare. Even you had a black guy who was very good announcer, very, very, very good announcer. He could just announce a game. Good diction, understood the game, but he spiced it. He spiced his whole delivery with a little hip hop. He put a little swagger on it. And to a certain degree, he sort of made ESPN. Stuart Scott was a major part of the build of ESPN because of his style. And for a lot of people, people were drawn to him because they understood him in the way that listening to him, it wasn't boring and dry. And he had a bunch of people cloned behind him. They came in trying to be just like him. I think was that Keith Olbermann and Dan Patrick. You had Stuart Scott and then Keith Olbermann and Dan Patrick. A lot of people don't even remember that Olbermann used to do sports. Because, he's such a big political guy now. I think Dan Patrick has his own show. And of course, these shows are very, very popular, man. I've never seen it, but I think he has his own show. But I felt that a little bit of Dan Patrick and Keith Olbermann, to me, they mimic or what they say cultural appropriation. I think that they took a lot of what Stuart Scott was doing. They put their own spin on it. But you can look at them and tell they were heavily influenced. And once again, that was ESPN. And it was the way the sports show was growing. And now we see them getting rid of, we see that they're going to get rid of Ryan Clark and Cam Newton. Who knows how long Stephen Smith's going to be there. It's a new network now. And to a certain degree, we're going backwards. We're not going forward anymore. This is classic, not what we're looking for. Yeah. Classic, not what we're looking for. Ryan Clark is a race-baiting jackass that deserved to get fired. And you know what's sad about this, though? Or you know what the reality is, though? No, I'm being for real. That you think that. I'm serious, man. Master Carpenter, it's sad that you think that because you're not looking at it. Maybe he's given a voice to a perspective that's rarely introduced in these sports circles. But I'm saying, no, listen, maybe that's why they fired him. What you just said, but I'm saying to me, I don't think that was what he was doing, but I can see your discomfort with what he's doing. Oh, I understand that. You're not going to like what he does. But it's interesting how you can say this because you disagree with the man. He's a black man giving you his point of view, and all of a sudden he's all of this. But now that's the world we live in, man. And Ryan is no longer there. Ryan is no longer there. ESPN went woke. You know what you call it? They went woke, huh? Boo you. Hey, do you think that if Stuart, I'm not saying his name wrong, Stuart Scott, do you think if Stuart Scott was alive today, seriously, I'm being this serious question, if Stuart Scott was alive today and say he had a YouTube channel and every now and then he got an invite to go on Pat McAfee, just every now and then, do you think ESPN would hire him in this age that we're in right now? Do you think they would let him get a show with all of his, Stuart Scott, with all of his booyah and all his ad libs? Do you think they would hire him today? Because I don't think they would hire him. I don't. I think ESPN would tell him, no, we're not interested. And they would have said, you know what, you're a little bit too black for us. We're not necessarily looking for, with your little add-ons and the way your delivery, you're not what they wouldn't hire him. That's how messed up it's got, man. He wouldn't even get hired. And he built that network. He built it. He put that thing together. He put it together. He said it has nothing to do with him being black. You think so? Cleveland said he get a hire. Okay. Because how do you do that without people calling you woke or without people just assessing some type of negative connotation to you? You got your own style. You got a little bit more swag than the other guys. The way you do it. I saw that Mike Tirico guy. Didn't that guy do the Super Bowl? I think he did the Super Bowl. I don't know. I don't know how they do that. I said, what the heck? What does Mike Tirico do? He said, it's white boy summer. Man, you know what? You might be right. You might be right. It's cool to be white again. Okay. I guess Trump gonna influence all these companies, man. We don't want you woke. Man, it's gonna be strange America too, man. Nah, because I really got used to the integration of all these different personalities. It's gonna be strange now, man. They're going back to an all white presentation now. They got rid of Ryan Clark, and that sends a message that we don't want that unapologetically black stuff here. We don't want that here. And then you can go and look at the YouTubes, man. Look at all them guys. They, all of those former Fox News, Fox Sports, all on YouTube. Yeah, the value of them, has really went down. And he says this has nothing to do with Trump. I disagree. I think Trump sets the tone, and I think Trump is telling those companies he's not, like you say, it's woke. That's what he calls woke. you can see why he would call a guy like Ryan Clark woke. But the thing about it, Ryan Clark is not woke. There we go. Well, he's not there. So you don't like him. You don't have to worry about it. He's no longer a part of ESPN. And let me tell you something, bro. Let's be for real. Those jobs, NBA, those are good jobs, man. See, they don't penny pinch. They make so much money, they don't try to penny pinch you. They're not trying to beat you. They'll pay you. They'll negotiate their contract and they'll pay you. They're not trying to cut. They don't need to cut nothing. They just said they paid off Ryan Clark's contract. They don't care. They lost money dealing with him. They don't care. We no longer need you. He's gone. They're not trying to fight him in court. They paid him off. Boom. We owe you. You got a 2-year deal. We owe you $18 million. Boom. There you go. We no longer need you here. Yeah, they got plenty of money, man. So you don't really want to get fired from these types of jobs, man. These are very good jobs. And going out, putting up a YouTube channel, it ain't the same thing. And whatever that thing is, Uncle Luke, Luther Camp, whatever he's doing, man, somebody needs to go help Luke out because I said, is this Luke for real? It said Luke Live. It was like something about, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. So I wonder if Adam 22 is going to cover this. He might. As we get ready for the football season. That's just a different world, man. We had it, but we lost it, man. And no, that man ain't woke, man. And let me tell you something about this woke stuff. And this is what they do. It's just like with Ice Cube. Ice Cube had the platinum plan for Black America, the platinum plan. And immediately he went to Lisa Ray and Vivica Fox and the 4 people. I don't even know the name of it. The Foxhole or something. Yeah, he went over there and they said, well, what you got for Black women? And they said, this is for Black America. No. We need something specifically for us. And I say, you see? So when you say woke, he is not what you're saying woke. That man ain't in that champion woke. All what woke is about, he ain't about that. You don't like his racial side, but he ain't in there talking about LGBT and all. He's not that trans. He's not talking about that. And when they say woke, that's what they're talking about. But you guys don't know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Man, I didn't know that you guys were tired. I didn't know Ryan pissed. I didn't know that. Ryan, you pissed a lot of people off, brother. I didn't know that, Ryan. Ryan. Oh, Ryan, you pissed a lot of people off. I didn't know they was going to be happy like this, man. Ryan pissed a lot of people. Man, I didn't know that, man. I didn't know that. Ryan antagonized people, huh? He said they need Shannon back on there. Shannon did that to himself. But Ryan, and we can't just throw Ryan under the bus. The community, you got to reach out and say, hey, this man was trying to give a perspective that's often overlooked or not wanted, and in the process, he got fired, and people are delighting in him getting fired. That's blowing my mind like that. I know he did. I know you didn't like him, but then again, I didn't watch him a lot, so. Shea buried himself. Man, who they gonna go with though? I'm saying when you take a look at ESPN, who's the next guy up? You got Russell. Now he's retired. I think Russell's already signed. I think Russell's already got a deal somewhere. Say Big Meech. Put Big Meech on there. Put Big Meech and Stephen A. Smith. No, go get the ball. What's the dude? Yeah, go get him. LeVar Ball and Big Meech. I would do it, but see, I don't work for ESPN. I'd do that, man. That'll get some ratings right there. That'll get some ratings. Well, we going backwards, man. We basically you have fewer and fewer black people, and the people of color who are there, they're not going to be Afrocentric at all. Yeah, and it's the thing that's always been the danger of a black person revealing that you love black people or that you are connected to your culture. That's always been a danger. You see, Ryan's going to be sacrificed because of that. You know, they really like that old toe tapping, bojangling, I love you, Mr. Charlie Negro. They love that guy. And Ryan Clark was a strong black man. And look at this is how society looks at a strong black man, man. Isn't that something, man? Y'all don't, I didn't know this. I didn't know this. And he's a strong black man. That is why there's some anger in the chat box. Yeah. They don't like Ryan. I did not know, man. They do not like you, bro. Whatever you were doing, you pissed a lot of people off, Ryan. And then they fired him on air. They did not like Ryan. Caitlin Clark is being mistreated. I see that. No, I'm looking at the chat, man. Yeah, you guys do not like him, man. I didn't know that. I know he had a thing with RG3, and I know he had some takes that maybe you feel they were not the right takes, but he's a black man who's unapologetically black. And I know you guys don't like guys like that. Them the guys you don't hire. I know you say he's a racist. I got you. But you're going to look at him like that because you like your Negroes a little bit different. You know what I mean? I get it. You think we don't know? I know that. I'm a black man. I know what type of Negro you like, bro. A non-confrontational. What they should say? Will Smith. They said Will Smith was was an acceptable Negro because he was always smiling. He had no grievance. And they said he was able to transfer and become like the highest paid actor because he never really had roles that caused his audience to pick a side. I Spy. He had some good movies. Will Smith had some excellent movies. And I don't know what Will Smith is now. I don't. But he certainly was no embodiment of Afrocentric culture. He certainly wasn't that. And believe it or not, you guys ain't gonna believe it. Charles Barkley, just like Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg used to be conservative, hardcore conservative. She ain't that now. Charles Barkley used to be radical. Used to be a radical black. I know you ain't gonna believe. That's something you don't believe. Charles Barkley used to be radical, man. Charles Barkley was damn near in the nation he is. Damn near. You look at him now, he ain't nothing like that. People change, man. Remember that that I think it's Sports Illustrated. Remember that cover? It was Spike Lee and Barkley. Remember that? It was radical too, man. It was a nice cover, man. Back in the day, and this was days before the internet. It was Spike Lee, and this was the radical Barkley. Barkley was a radical dude. I don't know, somebody said those white women. Yeah, well, they soothed him out, bro. They took a lot of the fight out of him, brother, because yeah. Yeah, mansions, millions, and white women. They'll take a lot of your fire out of you, brother. He certainly, yeah. He don't have that no more. He said, would you consider Ryan Clark to be a father figure to us in the black community? No, not him. All right, look, Ryan is Ryan. He said things I don't like. So is he someone that I stop when they say we're finna come back and we're talking to Ryan? I go to the bathroom. I don't care less. But then again, I'm a different type of dude. Like I said, a Stuart Scott. I remember him. He's the type of person I'm going to listen to. I'm going to watch. He's the type of personality that made me go and listen to baseball. I don't even watch baseball because he knew how to do it. And he also, black swag, right? Black swag. We're in a different age now in 2026. They said we need to turn the clock back, but black swag built ESPN. When you talk about the days of MTV, who built MTV? You know what it was. Yo MTV Raps. You know what it was. Yeah, there was a white station with white video jockeys, right? And slowly they had to sort of change. And what became the number one show? Ed Lover and whatever the other guy's name was. They were able to take rap, a genre of rap, and deliver it to a majority white audience in a way that it was what they wanted to see. Now it was a little bit minstrel. It was. Yo MTV Raps was a little bit minstrel. I saw Ed Lover, he was dressed up in a garbage bag. So it was a bit minstrel, but we're in a country, man, where, she said Cam should be fired. Why? Because he got 6 kids and he ain't married. Hey, ESPN was built off black swag. Stuart Scott made that network, man. And I'm saying we don't appreciate black people and what they do. ESPN, I'm looking at it, they pay for the network $3 billion. How much money does ESPN have? I mean, Disney, they got that much money. And Stuart, they had a fledgling ESPN, they had a little sports network. And here comes this young guy, Stuart Scott. And he built that fucking network, man. He built that. The things he was doing drew the crowd. He drew white and black, but the way he was delivering it, his delivery is why people showed up. And he had influence on, what's his name, Bergman? Damn, I forgot. He had influence on him. He certainly had influence on Oberman and Dan Patrick. For once in America, you had two, I'm being serious when I say this. These were not no tight upper crust white commentators. These were two cool white guys. And they were doing sports. And it was Dan Patrick and Keith. Oh, these dudes were cool. They had their own swag, but that's what I'm saying. And they built ESPN. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. I don't think they would have hired them. They got rid of Ryan Clark. They would. I don't know what they want. Maybe they forgot what ESPN is. You're supposed to have these types of people on your platform. The Ryan Clarks. You talk to them in the office and say, "Hey man, you got to tone it down a little bit. You got to tone it down." But they got rid of them. And Stuart Scott, he wasn't a thug. He was a cool dude, though, but he wasn't a thug, and he wasn't trying to be a thug. But he was the type of guy that if you work with him, you'd have a beer with him after work. Was it Chris Bergman? Is that it? You know, Al Davis and John Madden did a lot. They don't get John Madden did a lot. He got old and sick, but John Madden, he was a rebel. A lot of the white supremacy and stuff, Al Davis didn't play that shit. He was a rebel. He was looking for them guys. Some of you don't like him. Al Davis was a rebel. And all of these people created what we're into now. And I don't know who's putting together what. And, you know, just some old dry. I see Rich Eisen up there. Yep, Rich Eisen did a lot with Stuart Scott. But once again, see, hats off to Rich Eisen. You know what? And I mean this when I say this. He wasn't afraid to be a white man. He didn't come in there trying to be like, he came in and was Rich Eisen. That's Stuart Scott and Booyah and all of that. That's the way he does his highlights. Rich Eisen didn't try to do that. He gave his delivery. And see, that's what I'm saying. All of these, the Kid Rocks and all these guys these white guys trying to be black guys and stuff. I said, I don't even like that. I don't like that at all. I've never liked that. Nobody lasts long at ESPN. Colin Kaepernick and Ryan Clark can go have a beer together. Yeah, well, there's some residual effects, man. And you know the thing about Ryan can say no apologies, and I laid it all on the table, and unfortunately I rubbed some people the wrong way. Where's the price to play in America for that, man? There's a price to pay for that, and it's called getting fired. That's unfortunate, but yeah, to me, that's what it is. And like I said, when you start talking about these companies, man, these are the companies you want to work for. ESPN, you want to work for Disney. You want to work for Disney. I'm not saying going down there working the gate. I'm talking about working for the company. I'll wear that suit, man. You know what? I think you make $85,000. If you go down there and put that Mickey Mouse suit on, I think they pay you $85,000 a year. Are you making that now? 85, walking around that Disney Wonderland or whatever that is. I don't even know the name of it. Walking around that park with that goofy suit on, with that Mickey Mouse suit on, they get paid about 80. Full scholarship. And them suits, those suits, for them, they're air conditioned. Those suits. They're not just some old mascot. Those are, and it's good money. And it's people down there. If you've been down there at Disneyland, it's funny. That's some really entertaining stuff. And they do have an adult side. Well, Ryan Clark, it's hard to rebound from this too. I don't know where he's going to go. Um, I sort of like it when you look at College Game Day, right? With the personalities. You got the dude from Michigan, Dwight Howard. Yeah, Dwight Howard. He's been there forever. I like the way those guys mesh. The guy used to run with Eric Dickerson, SMU, white dude. You had Eric Dickerson, then you had a white dude on the other side. That white dude was faster. Craig James, is that it? He's up there. So I like when they put these groups together. I like the way they mesh. And the dude who just retired. Hate to see him go. I like going. Game day gets me in the mood. I love game day. I'll watch it. I'll drive and put it on. I can't even hear it. Just like game day. So they can, if you do it right, you can do it right. Eric, if you do it right, you can do it right. And I think they're trying to go for a new package. They didn't like Ryan Clark. Where's Rex Ryan at? Rex Ryan was having wild takes up there. Well, he's out. Ryan Clark is out. See, I think we put black people on TV under too much pressure to be the voice of people. Just let them do their job. Yeah. Yeah. We look at it from the standpoint that if you black, do you know that's racist though? No, I'm being for real. Do you know that's actually racist? No, no, no. Do you know if you do that, that's if I get hired to ESPN and people say, Platinum, you got to put a black perspective out there. And they hire a white guy and they said, just talk about sports. Do you know you put an additional burden on me? And I said, well, man, I'm trying to take care of my family, man. I want to work this job as long as I can. I don't want to piss nobody off. No, you need to talk about what I see. That's what I'm saying. That whole thing, people don't realize that you have to be careful saying that. And you can talk about what you want to. You can talk about, do I think they need black perspectives and people who are proud of their culture? I absolutely do think that. I think that's beneficial for the network. I absolutely think they need those guys. Max Kellerman, huh? What's the guy, Nick? Nick, it's a guy with long hair up there, Nick something. I haven't seen him. He was with Fox, I think. Chris Carter, they ran Chris Carter out. And him and Chris Carter, you said they had a good show going. Some of those guys actually know sports. They actually know sports. But if you're watching Fox Sundays, man, if you're watching that, man, that's a retirement home, man. No, man, every now and then I'll try to, I miss it 90% of the time. I look at it, I said, man, Brad Shaw's still up there, man. And I said, man, Howie Long done got old, man. I said, damn. Damn, man. And, it's like, man, these dudes, they don't even really talk sports. And they got Michael Strahan. They got Gronk. That's great. He's great. Michael Gronk and another guy. I don't know who the other guy is. Maybe those are the replacements. Who knows, man? But here we go, man. We're going to drop the join link. Ryan Clark out. A lot of people pissed off. A lot of people pissed off. I didn't know that. I didn't know that he pissed a lot of people off. And sometimes you can tell other people and they can say, well, they got rid of him, it's racist. Nah, you can say, nah, man, Brian pissed a lot of people off, bro. And that's ESPN, man. You gotta be real careful working for a network like that. And but if he does that, he not really keeping it real. Well, you're gonna get your ass fired. And you say you can't do it on you can't be able to do it on that. This guy said Mark Henry. Bro, he said, do I think a wrestler, Mark Henry? Yeah, you know what? That ain't. I mean, I got no problem. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna be for real. I don't really watch wrestling. I've seen it before. The last time I watched it, I watched Cargill. I watched Jade Cargill. I actually like the women. I find what they do way more entertaining than this stuff the men do. I just do. I just be like, man, the little storyline of the women going. And actually, they're extreme. People don't. They're underrated. You should watch what they do. That shit funny, man. Those women be flat. They be tripping, bro. That shit is hilarious. The way they be doing it, the storylines. They had this one lady came up, and I can't even talk about it here because people are gonna accuse me of stuff. You'd have to go see it, man. That shit funny. Laugh out loud funny. The women's wrestling. The little storylines before they get in the ring or get in the ring. Way more entertainment than whatever the men are. I don't even know the men. I don't even know the guys. I don't even know who's even doing that stuff. Isn't that Cinta guy? Cinta's back in there, right? You want to talk about offensive? John Cinta? Cinta is a center with the shorts and the Jordans. See, that's what I'm talking about. That when you look at a Rich Eisen, that's a white man. He ain't ashamed of being white. When you look at this John Center, I don't like that. I don't like that with them oversized baggy pants and the Jordans and the yeah. And word to your mother. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Is it John Cena? Is that it? What's up with you, Eric?
Yeah, going by the comments every time Ryan Clark would go viral for saying something after something happened to like Angel Reese or RG3 or anytime he would go viral, I would notice in the comment section they would always call him like a race baiter. Like a lot of people, he always got to bring up race into something. And I think that this was like a little backroom deal, man. Because you know when people don't want to the ESPN base is like a little mixture, like older and a little young too. But I think that was a little backroom deal to get him out of there because he probably messing up the ratings for sports seriously no because I noticed that.
You think he bad for business?
I think so. I think that's why they had to get him up out of there. Even though I agree with him like 90% of the time, but he I think he's actually pro black. And he really cares when he started because he had a little situation. We started talking about the governor, governor of Louisiana, when he had something to do with the coach of LSU getting hired or fired or something, and he
Mm-hmm.
started going in on him. So every time a clip would go
You know
viral,
he's played for from LSU, right?
yeah, he's from New
Okay.
Orleans. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, he played here in D.C.
I think he played for LSU. I think
Yeah,
he did.
he did, and he played
When
for
you want to
Redskins.
know, you want to see when Tim Tebow beat Pittsburgh, and I don't know the guy's name. He ran across the middle, got it, ran all the way for a touchdown, and Denver beat Pittsburgh. The guy who gets cooked, that's Ryan Clark.
Yeah,
The guy who blew that coverage, that's that's Ryan Clark.
he was never like a top NFL player. He was okay, but he was better because and you was talking about what he gonna do now. I mean, they do got the Pivot podcast with like almost 2 million subscribers, so that's
Mm-hmm.
a good thing. They got the podcast, him, Fred, I forget the Crowd or something like that. So they're doing good numbers with that. So they making pretty good money with that. So I guess they split it three ways, but yeah. I mean, he had a nice little run on ESPN. He had about what, like 8, 9, close to 10 years or something like that. So people don't last long. I'm surprised they
But
ain't
see,
got rid of. Huh?
Eric, you can't ignore
Uh huh.
what this guy like here. The guy says that true. He says it's not the politics. He's a racist political bigot.
See there?
So what
That's
I'm
what.
saying, I didn't know that. So no. Look, this is this guy's opinion. But what I'm saying is he needs to accept this is how he came off to people. Now he can say what he wants to say, but hey man, them people they don't like you.
That's what I
And you
say.
say,
You get.
okay, I'm going to deliver a message. Well, this is what you got fired because see
Yeah.
those people saying we can do this, we can't do that, blah blah blah. They got rid of him
Yeah, and
because
it's
it's like, yeah, well, we got to get rid of because we're Disney and this is family country.
yeah,
I mean, a company, and they got rid of Ryan, man.
yeah, and it's comments like that. You will see them same type of comments every time he would go viral. I noticed that like about 3, 4 years. I said, damn, every time he go viral talking about something, he always bring up race and bring up like, black and white or whatever, or Caitlin Clark is only because she white, or Angel Reese because she black, and it's a black and
Did
white.
he say
So
that?
I'm saying,
Hold up, did
yeah,
he
you
say
look it
that?
up.
Hold up. Ryan Clark said the only reason Caitlin
No, I
Clark
didn't
is
know.
popular is because he said that. I don't think he
Yeah, he
said
said
that,
some,
brother.
no, he said the only reason she's white in a black dominated sport, so that's the reason. And then the reason why they kind of against Angel Reese because they had the little rival in college, and it's like the angry black woman versus the wholesome white girl. So
Mhm,
he did say something like that. So I mean, that's been going on for some years now. But that
mhm.
comment right there you just put up, those are the same type of comments that I would see on threads and Twitter and all that stuff like 4 or 5 years ago. And I say, well, he sure lasted a long time. So, it wasn't long. I'm not surprised.
Well, I see I see what he was trying to do, but if I knew him, I would have told him, man, you got to back up. You got a wonderful job, man. You can't do that. I know you want to tell the truth. I know you got your own spin. Okay, like you said, the Caitlin Clark thing. I told him don't touch it. He said, well, it's pretty clear that they're against this sister because she's black and they're pro Caitlyn because she's white. I said, I know, but you can't tell them that. They're just gonna get mad at you. I would have told them that. I
But
said,
that's
man, you can't do that. You can't do that, bro. I said, you can't do that. They ain't how they gonna look at it. They gonna look at it as like you a racist. So you can't do that. I would have told him, man, just let somebody else do that, man.
now he didn't. Now listen, when he said that, he'll say it on a podcast, on their podcast with them three. But then on ESPN, he'll repeat the same thing too when it comes up, but he'll say it like in a different way. Well, you already people already know what you're talking about. So that's what it was. He would say things on that podcast and bring it over to ESPN and try to, make it palatable to the audience, the viewers. And I guess it didn't work. So they like when
What
he got
about
rid, he was
what about
trolling. He
Malika
was,
Andrews? Let me see.
hold on.
Does Malika Andrews still work for ESPN? Let's see.
So you can't
Still
scare just
work.
like that girl got.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see. They're having this new rounds of cuts. Damn.
But yeah, they
I hit
got
the wrong one.
ESPN give you like like most ESPN analysts get like a little 5 to 7 year run. It's like they fire Jamel Hill when she started being pro Kaepernick, and the NFL been taking all them damn hits.
Whoa!
Huh?
Malika Andrews is still with ESPN.
Okay, yeah, she's still there.
Wow. No, man. No, man. It says ESPN announces decision on Malika's future at network. Let me see. It says what? That was last year. It signed Andrews to a multi-year extension. Damn.
How
You
much?
know what I'm saying? No, I'm a black man. You get rid of Ryan Clark, but you keep Malika. See, that's what I'm saying, man. It ain't That's the world we live in, man. You see what I'm saying?
Because those women,
This is the world we live in.
the women are more easier to control. They know not to get out of line. But I'm like I was saying, they fired the other girl, Jamel Hill. She was good, but when she started talking that being pro-black and talking about police and Kaepernick and police injustice and the NFL and all that race stuff, they fired her too. So
Mm-hmm.
you messing up the money with the audience and the viewership. People ain't really into sports like that how they used to be, like in the '90s and early 2000s. So a lot of these companies they thrive off the viewership. You can't rock that. That's why Stephen A. Smith, he played both sides. He'll say something slick and he'll apologize. They'll suspend him and he'll be like
But
pro Trump.
go and look at that video when the Boston Celtics coach got in trouble and Malika Andrews calls this man while he's trying to do his show. And
Calls who?
she went into Stephen Smith. She went into a rant about this, what in Uduke or whatever. She went in this rant about this guy. Okay, let me get rid of this dude. Let me get this racist out of here.
Well, what do
So
you say?
she went into this rant, and she said, don't blame the women. And Stephen A says, huh? He said, I haven't blamed anybody, but I'll blame the people who are responsible. And that's where people felt Malika had some issue with black men. And you know what? And it don't even matter, man. Yeah, get rid of Ryan Clark, but you keep her. I'm just done with this shit, man. I'm done with it because how you gonna keep her?
Yeah,
But you gonna get rid of Ryan Clark? That don't make sense, man.
yeah, they'll fire anybody. Sage Steele, they fire her. They'll fire anybody, man. All depends, man. They'll cut back on anybody. But yeah, I'm not surprised Ryan got cut loose. And earlier you was talking about Stuart Scott, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yes, Stuart Scott, I put in the chat. He kind of had he was the one that kind of like incorporated the sports with the music
Mm-hmm. Hip
in the
hop.
'90s. So yeah, hip hop. So
Mm-hmm.
that brought a lot of younger black audiences over to ESPN like in the '90s, and that's like the peak of the sports and hip hop like the '90s and
You
early
know,
2000s.
ESPN when it came online, I think '84.
Nobody cared.
Stewart, no. It was fledgling network. It was Disney owned, but Stuart Scott brought to ESPN what they needed to survive. His blend of pop culture and sports broadcasting. He was a unique individual. Nobody else was like that. They were
Yeah.
dry. You had a couple of personalities, but for the most part, it was a bunch of dry homers,
Yeah.
uh, doing broadcast or whatever. But Stewart came in and he was putting a little edge to his stuff, and they was doing highlights, and he was hyping people up, and people took to him. He took to him, and he did something. He built that network, and I'm saying they got money. I didn't even know they were making money. Like they bought NFL Network for $3 billion.
Yeah, ESPN been around for yeah, ESPN been popular for a minute. And then you had the little Stephen A came like early 2000. The first time I see Stephen A on I think when they had the Malice in the Palace, and he was like one of the first people like to really get going on fans and stuff. I said this dude is hilarious. So I thought they would have been like a little sidekick Stephen A. That's Stephen A. been young back then. It's like 2003, 2004. But I think Stewart died 2010 or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. But yeah, he was on it. You can kind of see he was on the decline. But yeah, he did build that network. He did bring
Mm-hmm.
incorporate hip hop, and it took it to the next level when he came because them guys didn't they were all right, but they didn't know how to reach that younger audience. So then you had the commercials with the players, and he was on a bunch of them. Like they had like a commercial with Kevin Garnett, LeBron. That's
Hmm.
when
I
what they
don't know.
would be
Was he
together.
with? Was he did some work with LeBron?
Now you remember on ESPN they had the little commercials where they would be like the players would be walking around the ESPN offices, act
Oh
like
yeah,
yeah, and
yeah.
that was his idea. They'll be like in their regular uniforms, like baseball or football, and they'll just that
Yeah.
that was his idea. You
That was
know?
genius. That was genius. Now that you
Yeah,
remind me of that,
yeah,
that was genius. They'll walk like they working, like they just
yeah. And
there
they got
or
on their
working
damn
there.
they got on the damn uniforms, and they had the snack machine, they had the computer, they filing paperwork. And it's like they incorporated the sports with it was like a friendship. Like these guys are friends. Like it's almost like they were we cover them so much. It's almost like they part of the part of our company. It's like a team, like a team thing. Like we
But see,
part of our team too.
Stuart Scott had personality. A lot of these guys now, they don't have a personality.
Yeah,
They haven't when you talk about sports broadcasting, you have to connect to the fans. People want to hear you. When you say baseball, right, which is America, that is apple pie America, and baseball. You want to sit back, you want to listen to some of these famous, they're passed away now. I'm talking about you want to see them do that baseball game by the way they do their play by play. Big thing for me was uh John Madden and damn, I forgot his name. The white, what's that dude's name?
you talk about the other one who been next to him.
Yeah, what's that dude's name?
Chris Collinsworth.
No, it wasn't no
No,
Chris. Woo, that nigga said Chris Collinsworth.
that's
No,
the one with the voice next to him, right? With the
nah, man. What's his
with the
name? It
big,
was John Madden and Pat Summerall.
oh yeah, Pat
Pat
Summerall is
Summer.
older
Pat.
though.
It
Most
was
people don't know.
John Madden and Pat Summerall.
Yeah, but when people play
Why are
Madden,
you even in it? Bro, what are you talking about?
I'm saying
One is
that's your
older than
era.
the other. It was
That's your
John Madden and Pat Summerall, and they were the voice of CBS or whatever for NFL Today for years, and people remember that. Now I don't know what you remember at all, but I'm telling you, I remember because I traveled, and I'm telling you, when I would go to places out of town, that shit was a warm remind me because that reminded me of home. I
yeah, you're
love
right.
that shit. You got your
But
mom. I wanted to hear them do the play by play.
okay,
I wanted them to do the game. I wanted them. I didn't want to hear nobody else do it. Oh, you can come over here, you hit somebody. No, I wanted Pat Summerall and John Madden to do the play by play for this game. And that shit reminded me of home. And I'm
yeah,
not saying they didn't try to do it. I'm just saying that's just the way shit mapped out. Now, when you look at this ESPN, you don't even have that no more. All
yeah,
these people popping up out of the woodworks.
yeah, all kind of people popping up. But I'm saying though, but Madden had his own conglomerate. He had the video games, and he had he's known for coaching the Raiders. But the video game, well, that's what I'm saying. When you have John Madden on the video game, you hear Chris Collinsworth at voice too. So that's what most people, the younger my generation, 40 and under, that's what
Mm.
we're going to associate Madden
Well,
with.
I feel sorry for this generation then.
Yeah, I mean,
If your idea of football is Chris Collinsworth, I feel sorry for you.
I said Chris Collinsworth was Pat Summerall.
I absolutely feel sorry for you if your idea of football and sports announcing is Chris fucking Collinsworth.
All right, so
You got to be
Pat.
out of your mind, bro. That man can't talk. That man don't know what he doing.
All right, Pat Summerall, was he a player?
Pat Summerall way better. I'm done. This guy
I'm
right here, bro.
asking
You
a
know what, bro? I
question.
don't know what. I think you've been sent here, bro. I think you be sent over here to torture me. This man say
Listen,
Chris
was Pat
Collinsworth
Summerall a player?
versus Pat Summer. I don't know. Some Pat Summer. Are you crazy?
He
You
didn't.
think, wait a minute, Chris Collinsworth? You put Chris Collinsworth on par with Pat Summerall? You got to be joking, man. You
I
got
think
to be
Chris
joking.
Collinsworth is a legend, still kicking.
He's nowhere near Pat. Oh, They're not even in the same world.
All right. Well, Chris Carlin was played for the Bengals. He was a player, so he got more credibility, I think. Because that's another thing too. Non-players and the players. A lot of people respect the ex-players more than the non-players. That's another thing people don't forget about when it comes to this commentating. You know how people like Skip. How you can talk about LeBron playing and you ain't never played a game before. That's the biggest that's the biggest criticism with him. He talking about every player football, Tom Brady, and his biggest thing is how you can talk about these guys. You popular, but you just missing. You never been a player. Some of these guys sound like failed bitter people and failed athletes who never played the game too. So when it comes to sports commentator, people take all that into consideration. Is what I'm saying.
I don't know. You know what? And this is, you only live once, right? So,
Yeah.
um, a lot of America, this country that we love,
Uh-huh.
it's evolved.
Yeah.
I swear, man. If you think Chris Collinsworth is better than Pat
I
Summerall,
didn't say bet. I say
I just don't know where this. You're right, man. We have went in left field. You guys, no, you guys have missed the mark. I can't even. Chris Collinsworth is the worst, absolute worst. I cut the TV down if he's doing some broadcast. Oh, I'll just cut it down. This man said he looks forward to listen to Chris. Good Lord.
I didn't say none of that.
It is over for us, man, as a people. We're just finished. We don't even know what's good and what's bad anymore. This man say Chris Collins. You compare Chris Collinsworth to Pat Summerall to John Madden. When you're talking about a Cowboys Frisco game, you want to hear Chris Collinsworth do the comment. Bro, I'm done. I quit. I'm done. It's over. Whatever it used to be, it's not that. Good Lord. I don't want to hear no goddamn Chris Collins. I cut the TV down.
All right, well,
I don't want to hear him.
But the younger generation, my generation, that's what we used to hearing. Pat Summerall is before.
I don't want to hear him at all. You bored out, bro. Is all Chris Collinsworth does is praise.
I'm here.
You ready? Because you bored out.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm good. I was just changing.
Chris Collinsworth, Chris. Good. Did you remember? Did you see where Howie Long went off on him?
Nah.
Yeah, he was on fire. Oh, Howie called him a simp. He's a simp.
That's cool.
They got some type of back and forth, and Howie Long got in his ass. Called him out. And I was like, man, I don't like this dude, Chris Collins. This dude's a simp. And they ran him out of there. I don't know what he's doing now. He was there he tried to do like a year. And they kept talking football. You're talking football. This is a football player. Howie Long was getting into between the lines talking, no, let's talk football. And he's like, Chris, no, Chris. And he's like, the reason you think that, Chris, you're a simp. And all of those guys are like, wow. And Howard was just sitting there like, it's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
And Chris herded his ass up out of there and never came back.
I never liked Howie Long. He never been a good, he got he ain't got no personality at all. He just sit back and criticize
Well, now
players.
they don't. I agree. They're old men now.
Yeah, I mean, I like Terry Bradshaw.
Man, they so old, man. I don't know what Fox trying to prove. That don't even make sense, man.
Terry Bradshaw, I like him.
Grandpa. That's like your grandpa who rarely says anything sitting at the table. Now Fox News, man, them dudes old, man. They're too old to be talking football, including Jimmy, all of them.
Jim Brown, Rodney Harrison.
They might as well go dig up Jim Brown if you're going to bring back Bradshaw and Howie Long and Jimmy Johnson. go and dig up Jim Brown. Why
No,
not?
no. What's the other black dude, or other old black dude who be up there with Jimmy Johnson and with the headline way
They
back? I thought
got
it's
Strahan, they got Gunk.
no. What's
Uh,
the old black,
no,
the
I'm
old,
trying to think, and another guy. I can't put my. There's another person now. I guess those are the replacements.
but the older black dude with the receding hairline.
Oh, you talking about James Brown?
Yeah, James Brown. Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They that little squad. Rodney Harrison and Coach from the thing. That's the NBC crowd over there. But CBS or whatever. Yeah, they all right. But yeah, some of them guys have just kind of always been stale, and some of them guys got personality. So I don't know, man. But yeah, they just a little shake up. They do that. They do that. All these networks. They switch these guys around, give them contracts, and
Chris Carter, unfortunately, he something dealing with women. He got me too. But Chris Carter, right? Man, that's one of the best. Let me tell you something. I don't know where he is. You want to see somebody break down football? Chris Carter?
you know who else? Keyshawn Johnson was good too.
Yeah,
Keyshawn was okay. Keyshawn was passionate. Keyshawn used to curse Hasselback out.
yeah.
He used to interview them players. He used to,
Yeah, I
yeah,
got you. I
yeah,
don't know about Keyshawn, but Chris Carter,
yeah,
he can break down. You know what? Chris Carter's been very vocal against Shador Sanders. He don't like Shador.
yeah.
See, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. He don't play the game. He's not up here playing the game and saying, okay, I like him. I'm black, so I like him. Everybody like me because I'm liking him. No, he be on Shador. He don't like Shador.
He did say that. Yeah, the reason why they teach y'all a lesson because y'all was playing sixth round because y'all ain't running nothing. That's exactly what he said after that draft. Y'all ain't running nothing in the NFL. Even against Antonio Brown, yeah. Yeah, them dudes been crazy, but yeah, see a lot of them dudes at NFL Network too. That's a failed company. I mean, that's a failed show. They had Warren Sapp, a bunch of them old Pittsburgh players who done been kicked out of the league. All them dudes got Me too. Marshall Falk and all of them. You know,
Is that what ruined NFL Network?
they
Half
got
of
been
them
back.
got me
Yeah,
too. So that
look it up. All of them got run up like they got booed out like in 1 year, like 5 or 6 of them. All the asses been out. Marshall Falk,
you're
Ike
probably
Taylor,
right.
Plexi. Yeah, look it up. Warren Sapp. They've been happy to get rid of him, but yeah, all them dudes got booed on NFL Network. I said, damn, y'all really clean the house over there. That's a failed network. I want NFL Network.
You That's sad too, man. Ain't that
Yeah,
sad? That's so
yeah,
sad.
you had that.
No, I'm serious. No, all them dudes, man, y'all got me
Yeah,
too, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
clean them out.
Marshall Falk. I saw him. I saw Marshall out there. You right. I saw them.
Yeah,
He got me too. Man,
yeah,
why don't you guys keep your fucking hands to yourself, man?
yeah.
God damn. Yeah, they wind up out of the league now. Man, you could do that just because you got money.
Yeah,
That don't mean you got to offer it to women. That don't mean you got to deal. Look, man, you got a pretty girl. What they say, Joy Taylor.
yeah,
Jason said he knew better. They need to be like him. They need to be like them. If you know you can't handle that, just get your ass up, move somewhere else. Say, no, I don't want to work with her. Say, look, it sounds like a good offer, but I don't want to work with her. Why not? Don't go ahead and get fucking Me Too'd. Because you're trying to do something, you're trying to holler at something. Don't do that. All them dudes got Me Too'd on the low key, man. So, and now, was it lies? I don't know. I know they ain't in front of them microphones. I know that. I don't know. Did they lie? I don't know. And I don't like that, man. I don't like when they hire these NFL guys and then they fuck around and get Me Too. That makes black men look terrible. I don't know, man. I don't think anybody black gonna be at ESPN, man. In this age of wokeness, they done with it. They're finished. And the blackest they gonna get is Malika Andrews for the NBA. Ain't that something? Woo! Woo! got something else there. The blacker they gonna get is Malika Andrews for the NBA. God, she got a zaddy. You know what, bro? I'm done with this shit, man.
Yeah, everybody, the people just all over the place. But yeah, I looked it up. 2017, 2018. A host of players got fired from an NFL network for the Me Too thing. Yeah, I tell you, that been the worst time. That's when they been getting them white dudes too. I mean, they clean house, man. Michael Irvin, Willie McGinnis, Eric Davis from the goddamn Donovan McNabb. Good God, I don't even know these dudes caught up in that thing.
Donovan McNabb was on there.
Yeah, he had a lawsuit. He
Mm.
had a lawsuit. So yeah, a lot of them, especially Warren said, a lot of them dudes got tied up in that thing, man. I said they had to.
That shit Warren Sapp did though is unforgivable. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, Warren Sapp is a snake.
Well, I'm talking about what the Me Too thing. Okay, I don't
Mm.
know about the rest of them, but what Warren Sapp did allegedly, Warren Sapp found some locals, invited him to his room, negotiated a price, and then popped his cell phone out and videotaped the processes. After which the women said, "Okay, you owe us more money." He said, "For what? You filmed us, so we need an additional like 200." Warren Sapp argued with the women,
Yeah,
which resulted in them calling the police, which
yeah,
resulted in him losing his job. I said, "Bro, if you moving, you tricking. That's the part of the game. You gotta give up the money. How you gonna start fighting it now? You should have whipped your phone out."
yeah.
Yeah, and I said, I cannot believe it. I said that dude lost $2 million trying to save 200. Stupid, stupid motherfucker. And you could say, don't do it, period. Okay, don't do it. But he did
Crazy.
it. He did it. And if you did it and they say they want more, what you gonna do? Argue with them? How you go? You can't win.
Yeah, them dudes ain't got too much sense, man. Yeah, I
He's
don't know.
somewhere. No, no, he's in college football. Somewhere. I know
Yeah,
he was a defensive coordinator for D. He's somewhere. Warren Sapp.
I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is with these players and these networks, man. It's like these dudes don't need. They feel like they're not being watched. I don't know. So, but I mean, all of them got podcasts now, so and they can make a little money and make a few dollars off of that. Get them a little podcast deal. But because some of them
I
dudes,
don't
they
know
just
what
ain't.
they
Some of them dudes, they just ain't putting on TV. People like Steven Jackson and all that, they ain't putting them on TV. To he ain't.
well, they ain't gonna put Steven on there, but they'll put Matt Barnes on there.
No, they ain't putting. No, I
They'll
mean,
put Matt. No. They can Matt Barnes the way he projects himself on that podcast. He's mainstream. He can be mainstream. I mean, like I don't know what he do. He might do more than Steven, but he don't present that. That's what I'm saying.
cause he been caught up in the scandal too when they been kicking in the man door trying to Derek Fisher girlfriend and all that. But them unpredictable dudes like that. They bet off on podcasts. They too much of a liability.
Well, the
So
ESPN is gonna hurt itself
mm,
because they need personalities on
hmm
it. They don't have them. And they ought to. Well, okay, let's talk about Stuart Scott. Whether you like it or not, he was crossover. And what I mean by this, he was not so thuggy that white community didn't like him. So he was able to sell what he had to the black community and the white community.
that's
So
true.
he knew the balance. They need people like that. Some guys are too radical. They don't
Yeah,
have a balance. When you look at Ryan, I tell Ryan, "Oh, you went too far." Well, no, I didn't. I was just telling the truth. I didn't say you didn't tell the truth. I'm saying you went too far. Them people don't want to deal with the truth. You know it, and I know it. So you got fired. And I said, you don't be shutting down no co-host, man. You can't
Yeah.
shut them down. It's the way it's going to come across. They're looking at you as an angry black man. They're going to be
Yeah.
like, why y'all let that nigga sit up there and tell everybody what to do? That's bad for business.
That's what Keyshawn been doing. That's what Keyshawn been doing back in the day. They had to cut him loose. Keyshawn up
Well,
there yelling and yeah. And some of them, yeah, some of them do just ain't cut out for it. But they know who these guys are before they hired him, though. So that's the thing. You just taking a chance, give him a contract. I don't know how much he would make. He probably making like a couple million a year with ESPN long term. I don't know, but
shit, I take a million, I take
yeah,
5 million a year.
yeah, he
Bro, I'm
take
that type of dude. You give me 5 million, I'm gonna give you 1 year. We're gonna talk sports. But when they say, okay, Platinum, you ready for next year? I ain't gonna pick up the phone. And say, Platinum, we trying to contact you, nigga. I'm gonna be gone. I'm done, nigga. I got my bread. I don't give a fuck what y'all do.
yeah.
I'm gonna be overseas somewhere with my feet up, living my best life. So I'm the only one. Hey man, don't even talk to me about no motherfucking sports. I'm Gucci. I got 5 mil in the bank. I'm Gucci.
Yeah.
What you gonna do
But
with the money? You making all this money to do what with it?
yeah, but they
That's what I'm
making good
saying. All these people making all this money to do what?
yeah.
I want
But
to
they
do something with my money, man. I want to do something.
yeah, but they are making good money on that podcast with all the million. They got a couple million followers, so they making got sponsors on there too. So he'll be fine. They make good money over there.
They got to split that up though. They don't. They ain't
Yeah,
making
three
money.
ways. Yeah, three
Yeah, they ain't
ways.
making what you think they making.
Yeah, but yeah, Ryan will be all right.
Did you see Simone Biles at the ESPYS?
No, I never really watched the SP Awards ever in my life. I
She
see
was
like a
there.
little clip. Yeah, I
She
never.
she was there. She went to Taylor Swift's wedding too.
Yeah, a little
And
small
and
girl.
and, uh, and her husband's a simp, right? But
He not a
you can't.
simp,
No, you can't blame him because of her. Look at how all these doors so open for him. And that's what a lot of these dudes, y'all got to understand. Y'all so captivated with the IG thought and the OnlyFans thought. You so caught up in that. You can deal with a 5, man. You can deal with a chick that ain't that bad, but that chick brought you so much.
but
And I look at that dude. I said, man, that dude, because of Simone, look at how that she done gave him a medal. She put a gold medal on his neck. They
that's
went to Taylor Swift. That man wouldn't come nowhere near to. If it wasn't for Simone Biles, that man wouldn't come nowhere near no goddamn Taylor Swift.
but listen, she
Because
chose
he went
him.
Simone Biles, he got in there. He was got pictures. He got pictures. He's all over the place. He got to meet all those celebrities, all that money in there. That's Simone who did that.
Yeah, but she chose him. No plat. I mean, I
She
mean,
did.
yeah, she chose him. So that's when you win when a girl choose you like that. She like you, and she
And
invites
hats
you.
off to him for not fucking it up.
Yeah, he ain't never been no real good football player. It's been like a dude on the team, like a second string, or somebody she just happened to
Practice
like.
player.
Yeah, like a little practice player. That's what he is. I never see him score a touchdown in the NFL. But
Your
that's
old lady saying we going to Spain. You like, okay, you get to Spain, you in 5-star hotel. You got a goddamn maid.
he can do that with
Your,
the
your
Packers
old
though.
lady, no, your old lady win a gold medal and she put it on your neck. You better not fuck that up. Are you nuts?
Yeah, he can do that
'Cause
with the Packers
what, to
though.
go run behind an IG thought? I'm glad he ain't done that, man. I'm glad some of us got some sense, man. I'm glad that man ain't went out there and got caught cheating on that woman with some insta thought. Some of us got some sense. So hats off to that brother. You're right. He's a practice fucking player. But hats off to that brother because some of us, all of this She got to be a 10 and all. Not all of them going to be 10s, man. A lot of them make up for it in other places. If Simone, what man in his right mind would have a problem with Simone Biles the way she's treating him? You at Taylor Swift's wedding. Media can't even get in there. It ain't nothing but money floating around there. And then you can't get in there if it wasn't for your wife. We don't think, man. That's how we just don't think. Ain't she pregnant or didn't she just have a baby?
I don't know.
Yeah, you got to put babies in that, bro. That dude bullshitting. And all you dudes out there, all you so-called maxing players, you failed because you let Simone slip through your fingers. It's the total package, brother. I don't want to argue with a hood rat. I'd rather go to Barcelona, Spain, and have a woman put medals on my fucking neck. You niggas is weak. And this is what I've been trying to say. This is what I've been coming on this internet. I've been talking about it. I've been complaining about it. That's what I'm saying. You niggas want to argue with a hood rat and get your ass me too'd. I want to go to Barcelona, Spain, and have my old lady put gold medals on my neck.
No, that's right. Me too.
But they still together, man. You know.
4 years. That's it. There. I mean, they're probably gonna have a kid or whatever, kids or whatever, and enjoy their life, and she can retire, and that's gonna be it. That's their life.
And she deserves that too. Look at her, how hard she works. She's professional. Why can't she get her a man to come home to? She found her one.
That's true.
And she said, look, don't worry about, I know you're a practice player. Don't worry about that. I got connects. I'm going to keep you in the NFL. You're going to be on somebody's practice squad, but I'll take care of the rest. That's a good woman. You can go out there and try to live your fantasies. So who you playing for this year? I'm with the Patriots. Man, you on the bench, bruh. You on the bench. Yeah, but my old lady, Simone Biles. All right, nigga, you winning. I feel you now. I feel you. Like the stream, man. Support the platform. We had to put it out here, man. We got to tell the truth, bro. You said we trying to be the silverback in our relation. I ain't. You a lie? No, I ain't. I ain't got no. See, this is where I'm different. Simone Biles like 4'8". She ain't even 5 feet tall. She like 90 pounds. Yeah, that's just too, for me, I'm not interested. I'm sorry. I'm just not, that's just too small for me. I don't like them that small. But because I look at women, everything they have, the other shit, nigga, I'm with that. Like a motherfucker, you damn right I'm with that. What, we going to Taylor Swift wedding? Okay, boom. We doing this? Okay, boom. When we go to Seattle, we going to be at the motherfucking a 5-star hotel. You already got a limousine. Fuck that. I'm with that. And I'm going to laugh at my partners. I'm going to be like, y'all out here chasing the hood rats, getting me too. I'm done with that. World Cup 2028, Olympic VA. Yeah. Simone is worldwide, man. They know Simone Biles in China. You see, you talking about America. That woman can go to China. Let me tell you something. If that woman say, I like to go to China for 2 weeks, bro, You know what? They'll treat her better than they treated Trump. They would treat Simone Biles better than they treated Donald Trump. They love her over there. They love her over in Asia. If she said, I want to go to Korea, and then I want to go to Japan, and then I want to go to Germany, bro, you think that's Chris Brown? They love, bro, that woman is worldwide. Absolutely worldwide famous. She's humble. And also in America, they screwing over. They don't treat her the way she's supposed to be treated in there. But you know what? She played the game. She don't say nothing. They put Caitlin Clark on Time Woman of the Year when Simone won 35 gold. She set all types of records for women in Olympics. But they put Caitlin Clark. She ain't say nothing. She ain't say nothing. She ain't make no big deal about it. And I be looking at Simone. I said, man, they really underestimate Simone. Simone is, not only is she good as a gymnast, she's smarter than these niggas. She's smart. She just know what she's doing. She'll play that game. And they love Simone in China. They love Simone in Korea. They love Simone in Germany. They love her. They love her more than they do here. Much more than they do in America. So she's Olympic champion. She gets White House invites, hood rats, and only. I bet you Trump would meet with her. I bet you Trump wife like her. I can tell you that, right? I don't even have to question it. I bet you Melania like her. I bet you said I'd like to go to the White House. I bet she'd be there tomorrow. I bet you Melania like. Now, I don't know about Trump, but I bet you Melania. I bet you JD Vance. I bet you his wife like her. Y'all playing with fire right there. I bet you his wife, vice president and president, I bet you they'll have lunch. I bet you in a minute. I bet you they, if she say, I would love to go to the White House, I bet you that'll happen. I bet she can go to Fox News and shut it down. I don't care about all that propaganda. I bet she say, I like to go on Fox News. I bet you that you had them old motherfuckers coming in there who don't even work for Fox News, bringing their kids in there. Can I have a picture with my kids? Y'all underestimate how powerful that woman is. But then again, she played the game. That's a very smart woman. That woman can go anywhere. That woman don't get political. That woman could say, I'd like to go to Fox News. They shut Fox News down for her. I'd like to go to the White House. I bet you Melania. I don't know about Trump. Like I said, I don't know about Trump. But Melania, they know Simone Biles. JD Vance's wife, they know Simone Biles. They know her. They know who she is. They've watched her. They watched those gold medals on her back, on her neck. And I'm not saying she wants to go there to talk politics. I'm saying she just wants to go and have dinner. They don't talk no politics. Nobody ain't gonna tell her no, man. And that's how you do. And she get treated better than Trump. I bet you look out that window, you see half of China waiting to see her. They love her, man. So whoever, I mean, like, and hats off to her, man. You know. And look, y'all underestimating. She saw a nigga. She saw she was on a dating site. She saw a dude she liked. She went and got him. Y'all playing with it. She ain't playing with it. She ain't but 4'8". That man's 6'2". She said, I like tall guys. She went and got her a man. Now she want to have her kids. Simone, the type of person I see in the gym, I'm gonna say, what's up with you though? Bam, keep doing your thing. I feel you though. Shit, I'm trying to be like you. You winning this motherfucker. That's what's up. But I don't like him. That's too little. 97 pounds, man. I like a little bit more ass on my woman. I just that 90. I don't like him like that. Now look, hats off to the brother though. You got a good thing, man. Play your role, motherfucking practice player.
Platinum, who you think they gonna put in this place?
There ain't nobody. Who they
Yeah.
got? You got what? Ocho Cinco. I don't know if Ocho has mass appeal like that. And remember, this is sports, not the ladies that don't. Ocho, that's one thing he got. He has a lot of women, but this is sports, so this ain't about women. So Ocho, as far as X's and O's, he just don't. He's just average when it comes to that. When you say Shannon, Shannon's a liability. So then you say Stephen A. Man, people tired of him. So
Yeah,
who
they
do
got
you get? Most of those former players been me too. Hell, you ain't got nobody. You got Russell Wilson.
he's not a TV guy.
No, I think Russell can break down sports pretty good.
Too many of his teammates done talk bad about him though.
What
They
they got
went
to
on
do with
Shannon.
him?
They
What
went
they
on
got to do?
Shannon show. Richard Sherman, Marshawn Lynch. None of them guys really liked him.
Rich,
Notice they don't come to his defense when they call him a simp. Nobody stands up for him.
Richard Sherman.
None of his players, seriously, no. Nobody don't stand up for that dude.
But they want to put a family guy, and Russell's perfect for that.
Nah. No, they didn't get somebody who we like on the field and like personality wise, like a let me see. I don't know.
I,
You ain't really
yeah, I don't know, man. Who they gonna put? Drewski? Was that Drewski? They gonna put Drewski on there. He was on College Game Day.
I was gonna say like somebody like Mike Tomlin, but Mike Tomlin, I don't know.
No,
He's
no,
a
no.
coach.
Drewski actually has been on College Game Day twice. No, no, I don't think he knows about college. But I'm saying they reached out and they brought him up,
Yeah.
and they have a thing with the fans that they let him do. Because I was watching Game Day and I saw him. I said, "What the hell is Drewski doing?" And I think Craig James was down there talking to him.
Yeah, I think Mike Tomlin would be a good fit. Older family man, no nonsense.
I'd have to hear Mike Todd. I never heard him talk sports. I don't. I mean, if he knows sports, okay, but I don't think he really know. I don't think he knows sports. I don't.
Shit. The
Mike
Steelers head
Todd.
coach for 20 something years.
That was Bill Cowher why they won, bro.
Man, get out of here, man. Mike Tomlin carried
You
that
know
team for
what, bro?
20, 20 years.
I got to take a weekend off because I got to catch up on my NFL and my college. It take about a weekend. Uh, you just wouldn't understand. That's what I said. This guy talking about Mike Tomlin's a horrible coach, man. But that's fine. You can think whatever you want to think, man.
Mike Tomlin got 2 rings, right? And
Because of Bill Cowher.
the Steelers stayed over
Because hold on,
500.
hold up. Because of Bill Cowher built those teams up. Oh, that's the other guy on Sunday. Bill Cowher be on there on Fox Sports. He's on there.
Bill Cowher got his in '06. That only with the bus, Jerome Bettis, and he retired. He barely got his ring. Because Bill Cowher was
No,
in,
no, no, no,
because the
no.
'90s was all about the Cowboys and the 49ers and the Broncos and all them. Packers, Broncos, 49ers. That's who ran the '90s with football. Bill Cow's Steelers. They barely got that little ring because they got beat. I think didn't they get beat by the what they got beat by the Packers, Brett Favre and them. Forgot who beat the Steelers because the Steelers done lost a lot of Super Bowls, like 3 or 4. They done lost a lot of Super Bowls.
Brother,
Huh?
brother, please
Please what?
don't do that, brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know,
This guy, brother,
the Steelers was in no threat in the '90s.
brother. Pittsburgh lost one Super Bowl. I can't believe you, brother. You know what? That's what I'm saying. You guys come on here and you just
What
say
year? They lost to they
they
lost.
lost to Dallas. Oh, they lost two. My fault. Dallas and
That's what
Green.
I'm saying.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
no,
what I'm
no.
saying.
You said a lot. They won what, six, and they lost two, and they would have won all six if Mike fucking Tomlin wouldn't have been the coach. Mike the fuck up. So I ain't in my NFL mode. I Mike don't coach there. That the guy from Dallas and Green Bay, he coaches there. But I would refer to Mike all the time as Mike fuck ups. Who's the coach? Mike fuck ups.
Yeah, that Dallas coach, he
No,
couldn't even.
I don't even have a problem with Mike though. I don't know where he's gonna go though. I
No,
I hope he do go to Texas though. Somebody was
no.
talking about the Texans. I hope he go to Texas. You know why I say that? Because I'm gonna make money off of him.
Texas has been pretty good the last few seasons, though.
With Mike coaching him, I bet against him all day, every day. I don't mean I'm gonna win every game. I'm gonna win most of them.
Texas always went to the Super Bowl. They've been yeah, they last two
You
years.
better watch out for Jim Harbaugh.
Nah, he's
No, like he did with Michigan, bro. He built that team. You better watch. See, I'm very, very.
see
I'm
that.
watching out for him because I think he's gonna come out of the West. I think the Chargers gonna be very good next year.
No, that college stuff don't work in the NFL. That don't work. Only person who got lucky was Pete Carroll, but everybody else failed. Everybody else failed. Jimmy Johnson a little bit with the U and but them two exceptions, everybody else failed in college to NFL. Yeah.
We got a fan from Ryan Clark. He says, "Ryan Clark, Ryan Clark's my Pittsburgh Steeler hero. You got underplayed, Ryan. You got disrespected for real, for real. So much knowledge about the game, and I really appreciate you." Yeah, there are people out there who like him. I think I fell out with him when he got smoked. He got cooked against Denver. Because you got to play pass defense. Play defense. Pittsburgh win that game.
You said
Pittsburgh wins that game if you play defense. He ain't play defense.
that's when he had Tim Tebow,
Yeah, Tim
2009.
Tebow throws a little zero coverage route, and the wide receiver he mushes Ryan, and then he takes off. And he was real. Now that guy was hard to tackle, but Ryan never caught up, and then we lost the damn game. And I'm still pissed at that. So play fucking defense. You if you play defense, they don't get a first down. I think it was like 3rd and 17, and Ryan Clark gets beat across the middle in overtime. They had back Denver all the way up to like the 6-yard line. When they punted, that means Pittsburgh, all they had to do is get about 12 yards and kick a field goal. But because Ryan blew the coverage, we lost the game. And now the ESPN's got rid of him, and Cam Newton. I don't know where these Negroes gonna go. I don't know where they gonna go now. I don't. Like the stream, man. Hit the like. Hit the Cash App, man. Hit the Super Set. Super chat. We got to support the platform. We got to support the platform. Here we go, man. Like, share, support. I saw Diego in the chat box. What's up with you, Diego? Diego said he had to fire. Diego said he had a pretty girl come there. He had to fire though because niggas was open and they ain't want to go to work. He said he tried to. He got a whole section to run. He said a pretty girl. He said them dudes they was not getting their loads. They was over there trying to talk to her. They was missing. He had to fire her. Like the stream, man. Man, America is so beautiful, man. West Virginia, bro. America's so beautiful. We just live in a crazy country. If you're a truck driver, man, hats off to you, man. You get to see this country. Most people never see it. You get to see all of it. All of these rolling hills and it's just a beautiful country. And I love it, man. I just don't like to drive.
Yeah, ain't nothing like a road trip. I want to take me a road trip from here, DC, all the way to like Oregon, and just go
Mhm.
go through Colorado.
You ever drove cross country?
No, the furthest I drove was from Boston to South Carolina. That's like going,
Yeah.
I need to go west. Though I've been to 50 states. I've been to 22 states. I never been past Chicago, never been past Birmingham, Alabama. So I never been on the other half of America, but I've been to other 22 states: Ohio, Tennessee, West
When
Virginia,
when I was 18,
Florida,
18, when I
all
was
of them.
18, when I was 18, I took my hot car that I had. Uh, I paid $800 for this car. It was an old Cadillac. I don't even know the year of it. I paid 800 from it for it, and I even paid the 800. I paid $100. The guy said, "I'll sell you this car. Give me 800." And he said, "Give me $100 a month." So I even had an 800. So I gave car ran fine. I drove that car from my home city all the way to California.
What
And it
city
ran.
was that?
It ran. Hold up. It ran. No, it didn't overheat. I never had a problem out that car. That
What's
car made it all the way to California. And I had a car in California. And I just need to put tags on. I put California tags on it. I got my license switched over to California license. And now it ran for about 2.5 years until it quit. But, and I'm saying, when I say quit, I mean, it made more sense to get a new car than to fix it.
Yeah, you got your
But
money's worth out of that.
yeah, man. But I'm saying I was a fool, though. Now I admit I drove it. I mean, no, like, would I do that now? You out of your mind. You must be out of your mind. You think I'm gonna drive cross country in a car like that? But I didn't know no better, and I did it, and I never had no problems. And the thing about it, you can sleep in it because it's so big. You can just sleep in it. And I did that. I pulled off to the side, and I remember when they said you entering Death Valley, and I made sure my gas and everything was cool. And I think I had some Fig Newtons. I had like 2 packs of Fig Newtons,
Hmm.
and I went into Death Valley. No, I did. I went in, and I went right through it. Now it took you about 4 hours.
I
It,
mean, so
I
they had a
didn't see
gas
nothing.
station. They had gas station before you go.
In Death Valley before when you about to go in, they do, and when you get out, they do. But I don't think in the middle of it, no.
Death Valley is what? That's Nevada or Colorado.
I think that's Nevada.
Yeah.
As you before you get to California, you got to go through Death Valley. And I wanted to get to California, man. So when I got to Death Valley, I was willing to go through 5 hours, whatever. I had me some fig bars. I chunked a few figs in. checked my all my fluids and stuff. My car didn't overheat, and I was just riding, bro. I kept the speed like right at about 60, 70. I didn't try to press it. And I saw the mountains and the dirt. I saw all of that, man. But I'm gonna tell you something, bro. When I finally hit the edge of Death Valley, I remember this. I saw California, man. All of them bright lights, they spoke to me. California spoke to me. They said, "Welcome, Platinum. We've been waiting on you." Let me tell you something, bro. If something happened when I finally came out that mountain, and then boom, you could see the horizon. And I saw all them beautiful, pretty lights. Welcome to California. And it's a gas station, right? I went to that gas station, filled up, and I was talking to them. They said, "Yeah, that's California. Just keep on going." Man, it was like an old friend,
But
bro.
Death Valley actually, it's actually on the border of Nevada and California. It's actually in the California, like they're on the border.
Hmm.
It's kind of like if you take a circle and cut it in half
Hmm.
of Death Valley, California, half in Nevada. So that's how it
I got
is.
you. So when coming out, you go into California. And for me, that was beautiful. I'm thinking about memories. That's the most beautiful thing I ever seen in my life. I'm a Southern boy. For me to get out there and see the lights, the bright lights of a dude, I'm a country dude. California? For me to see the lights of California, it blew my mind. It was so beautiful. It was flat too. That's the other thing. California is flat.
Yeah, it's below Death Valley's below sea level by like 300 feet.
Man, the flat plains, and I saw all those buildings, and then you can see, and I ain't never seen no hills. It wasn't no trees like that. And man, I got in my car, man. I used to ride California. I used to drive. It was it was just so beautiful, man. And that's what I'm saying. We talk about America, man. We just don't understand how beautiful this country is. Fuck Trump. Take Trump out of the equation. Fuck a Donald Trump. This country is beautiful, man. It's once in a lifetime. Do it. If you got a car, if you got reliable transportation, take the fam. Do a road trip, man. Go all over. Why not? A lot of these countries, like Japan, dude was telling me Japan ain't no bigger than Tennessee. I said, what? He said, man, Japan is small as fuck. He said, they start a lot of shit though, but that's a small. I said, damn. And I look, that country ain't no bigger than Tennessee.
Yeah, that's true. Japan, yeah, and all the action be like on the bottom part, Tokyo and the little islands. And at the top, the other part of Japan ain't really got nothing going on.
And then when you can travel, man, you can travel to Seattle and Oregon and Washington State.
Yeah,
And
that's what
then
I.
you see how diversified this country is, man.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to go to like the tip, like all. I want to get close to like Toronto, right up there in Seattle, and go way up there and make my way all the way down to like all the way to San Diego, and then take the road and come all the way down to like uh like New Mexico, and then catch Colorado, Aspen, and come back Houston, New Orleans. I'll do like a big circle. That's what I
But you
really
know,
want to do.
the thing that's a truck driver, right? I get they got to do it, but the thing is, we don't live forever.
Hmm.
But if we did, I'd be in Texas.
Yeah,
If we live forever, if they said Platt, we live forever, I'd be in Texas. It is some women and some fun in Texas. All and Texas is big.
yeah. Texas is big.
Yeah, I pulled up to get some gas in Texas, and man, these four sisters, thick motherfuckers. I mean, holding ass like heavy, heavy in the ass. Came in with them cowboy hats on, and I was talking to him. I was like, so no, we live around. My daddy got a ranch. I said, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Y'all on a ranch? I was looking at them and said, what? Y'all on a ranch? Yeah, it's 10 of us. And I said, whoa, what, you two fine. Wait a minute, wait a minute. All four of y'all is out there, riding horses and hauling cattle. Yeah. I said, man, I can't take this. I can't take this. And look, that was just Texas. That was one town. Man, that's all over out there. And I said, bro, if I posted up out here, I have so much pull game with these thickies. And I'm finna go to California where I gotta run with the horses out here. But nah, man, I remember that.
Yeah, I never been to
Don't
Texas.
sleep on these small towns. You'll be surprised what's in them.
Yeah. I just got back from New York last week. I've been there for 4 or 5 days, but
That's my stomping grounds.
I never been to Texas.
It's straight, bro. And
This year,
them white girls be holding ass too.
yeah, the
No, I'm
rest,
talking about if that's what you like.
yeah,
Yeah,
Chicago,
you be like, damn, wait a minute. You be like, whoa, you'll pass by something, you'll stop. You say, whoa, wait a minute, wait a minute. You be like, damn, that's a white girl
yeah,
built like that.
yeah,
Damn.
Chicago, Houston, and New Orleans is the three cities I never been to. I only been to the Chicago airport, but I want to go to them three cities on my bucket list this year.
And we ain't even talking about Florida.
Oh, I done
Florida
been
is a
all over
lifestyle.
Florida. Yeah, you got some.
I ain't even talking about Florida.
Yeah,
And
Florida
I'm not
trips are cool.
forget Miami. Y'all can have Miami. Florida,
Yeah,
man. Woo, man. Florida is a
yeah, Florida got some nice looking
it's an
women
event, bro. It's a lot of beautiful women in Florida, man.
from
And I'm talking about
Jacksonville.
jaw dropping beautiful. I'm not talking about she look good. I'm talking about blow your mind beautiful. In Florida has some of the most. And I thought California had it, which they do. They had very, very attractive women till I went to Florida. Florida have women. State of Florida, I've never seen women as beautiful as Florida.
And you got to
Breathtaking.
realize,
Bitches
Flo-
was breathtaking in Florida, but I was like, damn.
yeah, places like Florida
I say
and
Cali.
Florida, yeah, Florida and California, they got to really focus on the image and the fitness a lot and the eating healthy because their image is
That's a
everything. Those,
beach town. No, they in shape,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, they and shit. They got beaches everywhere on both sides of Florida and then the whole coastline of California. So staying in shape is just a lifestyle for them. You know, ain't like
It's a
the
lot of mixed women in Florida.
yeah,
Jamaican, white, Dominican, black. It's a lot of mixed race. So what happened is they produce these offspring that blow your mind. I'm from the South, right? Ain't a whole lot of mix. It's black and white, pretty much.
yeah.
When you go to a place like Florida, where that's just common, that's what I'm saying. It throws you for a loop. In California, California got pretty women. Believe that.
Palm trees and pretty bitches out in Cali, kid.
Hmm.
That's all I seen when I was out there. Long Beach, uh,
Hmm.
Palm Springs, Hollywood. Shit, Vegas got some baddies too.
I thought sisterhood. That's a sisterhood on TikTok, and she works out. She says she works out in front of Hollywood. You can go see her.
I know exactly what you talk about, Platt.
Yeah, she's straight though.
But she got like a little club, a little fitness club, something.
She got a nice body.
Man, black woman, man, that woman straight. No, I'm just saying she be talking about how she want to move out and she work out there, but man, she be going live. Man, that chick fine, man.
Hey, Platt, you wanna know what's crazy, Platt? I ain't even trying to dox my daughter mom, but she did content with her before. 'Cause my daughter mom a fitness trainer. She went out there, ran with her, and did content with her and stuff on the beach. Like, yeah, she nice, and she seemed like
I
she a
like
cool
I
person
like
too.
fitness. I like fitness trainers. I like that.
You said you like, hey,
Oh
Platt,
hell yeah! Like a man, well, it
ain't nothing like
depends,
them.
but I like fitness training because I like women who work out.
It
So,
shows
and
discipline.
also I'm an advocate for that, and I get mad, especially in the South, how men they'll try to low key hate and say they men or you look like a man. And I always, bro, when I'm in the gym, I always compliment women who work out and say, don't pay no attention to the haters. Just keep doing what you're doing. I ain't trying to smash. I like that they fit.
You
And
see
and
the
I
way
look at
like
that,
they
I look at
walk.
that as a genetic. I be like, black people, we just naturally fit. But we be hating on each other and we tell the women they can't work out. Why not? Why can't they work out? Because she's in great shape? Well, you look like a man. I said, they don't look like no man.
Nah, they don't look like no man.
I know. I be looking at niggas like, how's she like a man? Because she got some muscles?
Cause
That
he got a
muscles
pop
don't
belly.
make you a man. Muscle don't make you a man.
It don't.
And, I,
And
and growing up, I've seen about probably about 4 or 5 women growing up as a kid get pushed away from that because they got good genes. I'm talking about riding a bicycle. They mama say, stop riding that bike. And she said, I want to ride you can't ride no bike. You damn near look like a boy. Get off that bike. And I'd be like, whoa, and I'm a kid, right? And I'm saying, I heard that. And I'm like, wait a minute, just because she got good genes? So just because she got good genes, she can't ride a bicycle? And I said, we don't even cherish a uniqueness within our collective. Like, we don't.
it's rare, Platt. It's
I
rare to
know.
see fit black woman. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My girl, she work out. My daughter mom, like I said, she a fitness trainer. My son mom, she still work out. Like that to me shows a good character too when a woman works out. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how old she is. And black men. I want black men to hear this real quick. Women that work out got the best hygiene. Drop the mic.
I like
amazing, Platt.
growing up in a black community. I love women who work out because that's what's always been around me. And now I'm not even saying they work out. I didn't say that at all. They're just very fit. And I remember high school when you started talking about track. Man, them was the finest in my life. Them women
You ain't
out there
lying.
running at 100. Them sisters out there. I'm talking about when I was in the 9th grade. They was in the 12th grade. Man, them motherfucker was so fun. They used to go out there and put them 100-yard dash on there and them big, thick, fine legs and that
Them
small
thighs,
legs.
boy. Woo,
Yeah.
woo.
They had a nigga open, man. I was wide open.
And they wear them little shorts, them thighs. They be walking
Mm-hmm.
like a horse. Them Budweiser horse thighs we used to call them. Like them thighs be thick, and they just be a galloping, walking around. And they get to running. And I don't know down south if they jump rope, Platt, but chicks up here in the East Coast, they used to be outside jumping rope. Man, that butt be jiggling, and they be holding their boobies. Oh man, woo! I was
Yeah,
I was
out here,
perverted.
don't
I
do
was
that. They don't
perverted.
do that out here.
Yeah, they jump rope out here in the East Coast. That was their thing. We used to, man, that was the good old days, boy. When women was outside walking around, running. These women today ain't running. Not all of them. I mean, they got a run club now, but that's more of a social thing. They ain't really out there trying to run for real, for real. They out there trying to look cute.
I like the women who work out. I remember we talking about maybe 20 years ago. I was watching ESPN and they had like some women's contest, physique challenge, and this black woman won. I said, damn. I need to talk to her. And they put her name on there. This we talking about 20 years ago. And I said, yeah, I was like, damn. And they said, she's in the Air Force and she had won. So they put her name and I said, I bet her email. I found her email. And I just hit on the email. I said, damn, you deserve that. Those other women, they couldn't compete with you. Man, you didn't know that before I sent that, like 3 minutes later, that woman hit me back. And she was like, thank you. I worked so hard. I said, baby, keep working. It is showing. You so goddamn fine. It don't make sense. Man, you know that woman hit me with like 5 images? I was like, damn, where this come from? No, I didn't ask for that. She sent me like 5 images. They were not presentable to the public. And I
Yeah, it's
don't
for
know where that was
you.
coming from. I said, damn. And I said, yo, you fine. A mother. Why you?
Those for
And
your eyes.
she said, oh, baby, I'm just so happy somebody noticed. And here goes some more. She sent me like 25 images. Then she told me she was married.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I said, wait a minute.
Damn, nah, that ain't
I said,
good.
well, we need to hook up. She said, well, I would hook up with you, baby, but I am a married woman.
Oh man.
Why are you sending me all this shit?
She still want to get took into Pound Town, Platt, but she just to let you know I'm married. So don't take nothing too serious with her.
But
But
she
nah,
was fine though, whoever she was. No, I
I don't want no
remember that.
married woman. I'm cool.
No, I remember the damn conversation. I was like, well, damn, you sound like you trying to get smashed. And she
Definitely
was
want to get
like,
smashed.
I just sent you these pictures. And I was trying, Joey, I'm gonna do that. She said, I'm married. Yeah, she cut me off. I said, wait a minute, why are you sending me all this shit? You and your drawers and all that. Why you showing me a bunch of pictures of you and your drawers?
She she just wanted attention, Platt. Most of these married women, they like to see guys grovel at them. Like I still got it, even though they sleep with that nigga every day in the crib. They still want to be thirst trapping out here, showing their. Platt, I've seen it plenty of times. They be married like a mother, but they still be out there trying to act like
Mhm.
they out there really trying to get taken down. Nah, baby, stop. Go home. So she sends you them flicks just to get that rise out of her. Like,
Well, she got it
look,
from me. She got a rise out of me
I
too,
got this
Joy.
guy. I got him.
No, that motherfucker was
Oh, I
fine,
know.
brother. That
Oh, I
motherfucker got a
know.
rise out of me. I like when they freaky like that. That's my lane. I like a freak.
Hey,
Send
too
me
late.
whatever you want to send
Same
me.
here.
Send me some more. Shit, I'm
Send them
good with that.
flicks. I love
Yeah.
flicks. Send me them
Yeah,
flicks,
you want to
baby.
you want to play with yourself? Okay, send it to me. I'll look at it.
Hey, we grown. I ain't
Yeah,
showing
you want to
nobody.
do it? Yeah, no, I'm with it. I'm with that. And I'm married. Okay, that's your business.
Just keep it over
And
there.
her dude was not paying her attention. That's why she was doing that.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, she wanted that. Women are a lot of women are vanity driven. They love attention. All of them. I had that discussion with my girl, and I'm like, baby, stop. You like attention too. When we go to Target, you know them dudes looking at your ass. Come on, baby. You got them shorts on. She don't wear shorts, but she got shorts. And they like her. Like you attractive woman. Like I don't like when women be trying to act like, oh nah, ain't nobody. I don't. None of these guys want me. Don't nobody look at. Nah. And you know you like the attention. Stop. So Platt, she put you right there where where she wanted you at.
Cool. Cool. That's cool with me. I ain't got no problem with her. She cool people. I tried to follow up, and I know she didn't want to go there.
But she
But it's
dipped
like,
on you though,
damn,
right?
you sending me all these pictures. No, I'm like, damn, why you sending me all these pictures though? Like you don't want to take it to the next level. It's like, what do you want me to do? I mean, like,
Yeah, she
you
ghosted
show
you
me a
after.
bunch of half-naked pictures. You want me to toss you up? I don't want to get tossed up. I'm married.
Uh-uh.
And that's what I'm saying. I say you confusing me with that
I
shit.
don't do that hard to get bullshit. Go over there. We grown, baby. It's either you gonna get down, lay down, or you up here on some games. Like go over there with the games. Yeah, play. I'd have blocked her. Like man, get off my
I
phone.
should have blocked her. You're right.
I'd have made the. I'd have blocked her before she blocked me. Like get off my phone. Sending me all these flicks. Oh, I'm gonna keep the flicks. Oh, they're getting saved. They're going right in the file. They ain't going nowhere, baby. they with me. They ain't gonna go nowhere else. They gonna be staying here, but they gonna be for my eyes. But yeah, she playing games.
And she was bad too, Joy. But she was just being neglected. She
Those
was
be
in
the
a
main
marriage.
ones. Yeah.
No. Her husband was neglecting her. That motherfucker. And I just told her. I told her the truth. I said, well, man, you'll find all them women. And it just changed everything with her. By me, some random dude doing it. It just made her just. It made her change, and I wasn't trying to
Mm.
change it because was just complimenting her. I was like, damn, like, goddamn, baby, you find a motherfucker.
That made her feel good. Platt. A lot of
But she
women want
was though,
compliments.
Joy.
I know. She looked it good, but her husband probably just look at her like, man, I see this bitch every day. I ain't worried about her. What was the shit to us, Platt? The next man or probably the guy that's dealing with her probably look at her like, man, I already been there, done that. That's how sometimes, Even if guys that's dealing with a female that's highly attractive, that's how they look at it. Like, man, I already got her. I ain't worrying about shorty.
Yeah, I know. You're right. They don't look at them the way I look at them
Mm-hmm.
because they smashing them out every night
Yup.
and they done everything with them and they bored with them.
Uh-huh. Nah, I don't look at my shorty like that. I know she nice. I don't underestimate, like, you know what I'm saying? The
You
guys
say
that
you
really
say,
know,
you
they
say your
know.
shorty don't. You say your shorty don't get down like that. That's what you said.
What?
You say your shorty don't get down like that.
Get down like what?
The chicks you say you be seeing getting smashed by random dudes, and they be laying up with dudes, and the dude who they smash don't know what's going on.
Oh, I ain't say that, but
Oh, what you say?
oh no, I ain't say that, but I don't put nothing past nobody. E. I like.
Oh
I
yeah,
wouldn't say my girl. I don't think I'm not that type of dude, but I don't be out here with my chest all poked out, acting like, oh, my girl would. Nah, she probably could, but so
yeah.
far since we've been dealing with each other, she ain't showed me no signs of infidelity or trying to do some horror type activity. Because if that, I'll just say I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how bad you is, man. I treat them all the same, even the bad ones. E.
Yeah, that respect comes first before anything.
Most niggas don't want to leave their girls. It don't matter if she look good or not. That's my baby. I ain't leaving my baby for nobody.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Ready to go to war with the whole world. I had to tell one of my homies, like, bro, your girl out here thotting and bopping. You can't get mad at the other dude and calling niggas phones and wanting to meet up. We don't do that, bro. You play your part. You play your part. Chill, man.
they do though. They still be doing it.
But E, I be trying to tell this man, he got to stop this.
And you
You
can
you
tell
you
all
too.
you want.
It's dangerous. Number one, because not every man you want to meet up with is trying to have a conversation. You know what
That's
I'm
true.
saying? Especially when it's over women. It get dangerous. But hey, to teach their own, there's only so much I can tell grown men. I'm gonna teach my sons and my nephews how to operate. You know what I'm saying? I understand you like a chick getting your feelings, but I ain't about to call on your phone talking about, so what you doing with her? What y'all doing? I wish I would.
Yeah, you gotta control your woman, man.
You can't control these bras, man, because they out here doing whatever they want to do, and whatever you don't allow,
Hmm.
it's another dude that allow that without no pushback. That's the thing.
Well, that's why you got to play the game.
Yeah.
No,
So
that's why you got to play the game. You say another dude who will let her get away with her bullshit. Okay, well then that's the world we live in. So you got to let her get away with her bullshit, or not fuck with her.
yeah, I choose option B, not mess with her.
I want to smash, so don't fuck.
Yeah, she just gonna be something to smash on. That's it. You ain't taking it serious. But let her know. That's all I'm doing. We ain't in no relationship, shorty. Hey, but Platt, right back to the subject with Ryan Clark. Yeah, it was time for him to go, man. All this pandering and race baiting and all that. And I ain't like what he said about my. You already know I don't play that with Jalen Hurts. Like we not about to sit up here
What
and
do you
talk
say?
about he didn't meet the black aesthetic.
He wasn't black enough.
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah. What do you
that's
mean?
crazy.
I
What do you
forgot who
meant
he.
by that?
I forgot who he compared Jalen Hurts. He said Jalen Hurts and what's the other one that played the quarterback for San Fran? God damn it, I forgot his name.
Russell,
No,
Gino,
not
Gino Smith.
no, not
Kaepernick?
not Kaepernick. Whatever. Damn, it's gonna come to me. But
You
San
talking about?
Francisco had a black quarterback?
Yeah,
Not San.
they got a
Yeah,
backup. They had a backup. I think Tony Smith or something like that.
I
Yeah.
think they. Yeah, I don't know if he was talking about him. It's gonna come to me, but he was just comparing Jalen Hurts and the guy saying like they ain't meet the black aesthetic, and then the whole conversation. You know, remember Platt with RG3 with the whole
White girl thing, yeah. She
yeah,
want
Caitlin
asking his wife.
Clark and Angela Reese and all that, like, and he don't know because he don't have. He keep doing this comparison. I
Yeah.
play football. Y'all don't know what.
Yeah, he
I'm a
like
black
doing that.
man, and I don't. You got a white wife, and you can't. I'm like, come on, dude. Let's stop this.
And I said earlier, every time he would say those things, I noticed the comment section. Oh, it's race. Get this race spitting guy off ESPN. Oh, a bunch of white dudes in the comments saying something about he's a race spit. I said, yeah, he not gonna keeping this up. He gonna cause them to lose viewership, and they gonna boot him up out of there because they don't want that at ESPN. He's expendable, and they'll rather do without him to keep them viewers than have them comparing races all damn day. Because it's not about that. It's about sports.
You crossed the
So
line
that's
with Tom
yeah.
Brady. Didn't he say Tom Brady wasn't a good
Yeah.
quarterback?
Well, a
Your
lot of people
days was
said that.
counted on that one, bro.
What's
Yeah, okay.
what's that black dude from New York with the, like the little crater face who
Who?
robbed something? He be going on time. He said yes. A lot of people say Tom Brady was just like a lucky quarterback who happened to have some good
Yeah,
players.
okay.
Nah,
He's not lucky at all.
yeah, Brady was a very good player.
Yeah, but they
Highly
said
talented.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
a
that
lot of
people, he was surrounded by a good organization that made sure he was good. You know what I'm
just
saying? A lot of people don't make sure their quarterback's good long term. That's why a lot of them be, they don't last that long.
just like
They be injury prone.
just like Eli. Eli was a mediocre quarterback, but he had some of the best players in every position on his teams. From start to finish, damn near.
Eli, Eli
Eli,
was better than Peyton, in my opinion.
yeah,
I know
No,
they're family, but
no.
I agree with you, Platt.
I think
Peyton,
they were better. I think Eli was better than Peyton. I think Eli made those guys. What's the guy? Vince Young, or I mean Vince something. Was the wide receiver? Vince
he,
something.
listen, them guys came into the leagues as superstars. Everybody Eli
What's
played
the
with.
what's the wide receiver?
Plexico,
No, Vince. What's the okay? I can find that. Hold on. I'm
you
on
talk
my
about Victor Cruz.
Victor Cruz.
Victor Cruz,
Eli made
yeah.
him. Eli made him.
Nah,
No. Eli made him because when he left Eli, where'd he go?
Garbage.
he was hurt though.
When he left Eli Manning, what did he do
But
after?
he wasn't the
He
best.
was a complete disappointment. When he was with
Listen,
Eli, touchdowns.
listen. Eli had damn near half of that University of Miami team. He had Jeremy Shockey, Plexico, Tiki Barber, Jason Pierre Paul, Odell Beckham, Victor Cruz. Eli had Eli had some of the best. He had almost all of the best of the offensive linemen, defensive back. I mean, everybody you can name, Eli had like the best of them. So that's what he was, because he had like a 400 and something record. He never damn near a 500 win quarterback. A 500. He's like an average, like a Joe Flacco. Some of the best players, they'll make you look better than what you really are.
I
You
agree with
take
you on Joe Flacco, but not Eli. Eli
you
was a good quarterback.
you take the two rings beating Brady at the
Mm.
last minute. Eli ain't really he ain't really he nothing. That's the definition of his career. Beating Brady 2 times. You think about it. He didn't really do nothing other than that. Think about it. Beating Tom Brady 08, 12, and that's it. So I mean, I guess that's what get him in the Hall of Fame if he go. So, but Peyton Manning on the Colts, he was unseated, saying had no championship. He was winning like 9, 10 games every year for like 10 years straight.
Um, yeah, it just depends on what you like.
Yeah. He
Hey,
won. He won one with the Colts, and he won one in with the Broncos. But the Panthers should have won that game, but Cam just failed the team horribly. So
yeah, it was cooked back there. Hey,
yeah,
hey, hey, Platt. Uh, wasn't Big Truck up there earlier?
Trucks in Cambodia. He called
That's why
this
he at.
morning.
Okay. Cambodia. Okay.
Truck tightens up though. He can say what he want to say. When he comes up here and he live stream, he kept tightening up when he see these women. I don't know what's going on with Truck and the women. He kept claiming.
What?
No, he kept. Yeah, no, Joy, you can't tighten up when you see a fine woman.
No, you gotta go at it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You a single man?
Like, if Joy, you live stream from Philly and you see a nice little something,
I'm
you
going
can't
at it.
tighten. You can't tighten. No, you can't tighten up. You can't get real quiet and docile.
Oh, so you think Truck be intimidated with the women out there as much as he travel?
I think so.
Nah, I ain't got Truck acting like that. Cause he always be saying like they be on him because nigga like 6'6", but he big as hell. He like 350, 400 pounds.
Yeah, Truck is a big dude.
Yeah, but he intimidated by the 5'1", 115-pound Cambodian chicks. He intimidated by them women.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Chuck should be out there having his way with them women.
He should. He got a
as
pocket
big
full
as
of money.
he is. Yeah, as big as he is, and
Look
yeah,
like
he got
a football player. Shit.
But yeah, I definitely want to go to the Philippines. Like I told him earlier, I'm gonna go out there. I something that's on my mind for the last like few months. I'm gonna definitely go out to the
Me and my
Philippines.
girl was talking about Thailand.
50 cents, baby mama. Those women, Karuchi, bro, you cannot buy those women. I'm trying to tell you, when you go over there, you're not gonna see with the women you can buy are not those women. I've been over there, bro. Yeah, you can have
Platt,
it.
I listened to a traveling guy that said the same thing you be saying. He said, yeah, like those ain't the women that the guys that they be really trying to get. They can't get them because they be mostly with the guys there from their own country. Like they want to deal with them type of guys.
But
and if you're
so
American,
many.
you better have some paper on you. Not no 100,000. You better have some paper.
No, you need that. But the cost of living is
Nah,
so low.
they said you need some paper, bro.
Yeah. I've been to Tokyo and I've been to Hong Kong. So those are way bigger than Philippines and Thailand. But those are actually like the lower level Asians. Tokyo or Japan and China is like the top level, and then Korea third. But no, you can. It's so many women. You can have your pick. You just got to stay there for a little longer than 2 weeks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but you don't want no bottom of the barrel type.
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. That's why you got to stay there longer, because don't jump on the first thing you see. That's the main thing.
Well, they're still women, so
Yeah,
unless you're running them here, you can't run them there.
but you got a different set of rules and different. They're not
If you can't
Americanized.
run them here, you can't run them there. You still go overseas, but you can't run them here. You can't run them there. I know them. They still women. You act like they're not women. They don't want to do just to pump and dump them. They want to do to be with them. They're gonna want to do times, just sit back and talk and get to know.
That's
You
why I
can't.
say more than 2 weeks.
You can't do those women like that. I've been over there. I know how they're about. They still women.
Yeah, that's
So
what I'm
you
saying.
smashing a foreign woman. Guess what? You still ate up your time, because now you got a girlfriend and you got to spend a lot of time with that girlfriend.
But if you want something quality, it's gonna be you're gonna find quality if you hanging out and stay over there for a minute.
Man, wait till I talk to Truck. I'm like, Truck, come on, bro. As
That's
long
every
as we
place you
known
go.
each other, Truck, you out there pumping and dumping, bro. Like you ain't out there trying to get married. You ain't trying to bring nothing and get married. Hey, Play, how long the Truck say he was getting married and selling that?
Truck. The women got
he
him.
Can do what he want. He a grown man.
The women got him intimidated. I don't even understand why you go way out there and then you be scared of the bitch. You know what I mean?
No, it's a certain type of.
I'm gonna go way out to Cambodia and then I'm gonna be scared of the bitch.
He want them dirty foot, bare feet, destitute. That's what he say. Remember, he used to always be on the platform. I was like, damn, Truck, why you want them type of women?
I wish I was out 5 o'clock in the morning. They gonna know about me, man. I wish I was out 5 o'clock in the morning in Cambodia. I bet you they know about me. He
Be
playing with it
outside.
though.
No, I think
Right.
he said he was at the casino chilling.
Yeah, yeah. He showed the casino. He was.
That's what's up.
Yeah, talking about he wants some pancakes for breakfast. No, I'm trying to get at the bitch, nigga.
Nigga eating flapjacks. Ain't nothing around. Nah, I hope Truck having a good time though, man. But yeah,
Actually, man, truck ain't nothing wrong with truck. Truck just ain't
yeah,
never
Truck funny as
Joy.
hell, yo.
Joy. He ain't never been around a guy like you. No, I'm being for real. I know this YouTube stuff. He ain't never been around a guy like you. He ain't never been pressed. That's really what he needs. But I'm saying he ain't never been around a guy like you.
Yeah, if I was around Truck, if we used to take one of them, you know, you got the newest cars and all that,
Uh-huh.
and we hit the streets out there in New York, man, I have his whole outlook. I say the same thing with Azriel too. Both of them. I'll go out
Hmm.
New York and show him a whole different world. You know how many attractive bad women is out there in New York? Platt? It is a melting pot of bad bitches, but they just stuck on the Keishas and the hood chicks. And come on, bro.
But those
You
women
gotta
don't
show.
walk the street every day though. You got to
No,
catch the women in
E, they be
Alex,
fashion,
outside. E, come
a
on, they be
dude like
outside.
hold up.
fashion
You in
district.
Cambodia with truck. You in Cambodia on vacation. You gotta be like, yo, man, we gotta do something. He like, what? We gonna have breakfast. Nah, man, we gotta do, man, get your ass up. You bullshitting. You kick the bed. Get your
Yeah,
ass
get
up.
up, nigga.
Put on your shit, nigga. We finna go out here and mac on these bitches, nigga. Fuck wrong with you.
Uh huh.
And he don't know and he ain't gonna admit it, but he don't know what that's like. That's what you gotta do.
Uh huh.
You like we go down to the bottom floor and then we out there and he walked around the hotel. We walking around. Like I said, they'll know about me. I'm gonna be all in their face, all over them. I'm gonna enjoy myself where they at. I'm gonna be right where they at in the
Yeah,
middle.
you got to find. You
And
got to
then I'm gonna
start.
tell him, yo, man, no, man, don't you gotta do it. I don't want to do that. He said, I'd rather just go to the brothel. No, man, we don't do that.
Yeah,
Bitch niggas do that.
I ain't going to
I
Bitch
tell
brothel.
niggas
them.
go to bitch niggas go to brothels. We
I ain't going
real
to no
ones out
brothel.
here.
You
Yeah,
go.
I'm
You go.
cool.
Yeah, you go to a nice 4 or 5 star hotel on the beach, and you chill out. That's where That's where all the action gonna be at. Go to
Let's
like a
do it.
little nice
That means I'm gonna be
upscale
there. I'm gonna take my shoes off
in the
and get in that
city
hot
center.
sand.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
city
in that
center.
hot ass sand with no shoes on. I'm ready.
And they're gonna be choosing up on you when you get there.
Choosing up. Okay, now
They're
we
gonna start
talking.
choosing. Yeah, they're gonna be choosing. You just gotta kick your game
If they doing the thriller reenactment, I'm gonna jump right in the group.
and they'll be in shape.
Mm.
And the taller and more in shape you are, the more choosing they're gonna be.
Still
So
choosing. They
yeah,
choosing. Yeah. But I listened to one guy say he traveled all the way over there just to get a happy ending, get rubbed off or something. Like, you traveled that far just for that? Should have
yeah.
stayed your stupid ass here in the States for that.
And these niggas ain't even getting laid. That's what I'm saying. They going over there having pancakes. You need to come up. You need
Flapjacks.
to get laid while you over there.
Yeah, when I went to Hong Kong,
Flapjacks.
I went. I me and my partner. He was into that. He was a military dude. This is like 2019. That I mean, over there, the red light districts, you might see a couple of white dudes here and there, but you don't really see too many people in them places like that because the prostitution is legal. Nobody really care
But
about that
travel
stuff.
for that, though, that's
I'm just
kind of,
saying, but you would think I'm thinking I'm gonna see a
no,
bunch of
man.
dudes at these places, but you got a long strip, a little night bars with the curtain, and they tell you to come in. You walk in there, be two and three dudes. Dudes don't really be in them things like that, like how they claim they do.
I wouldn't
At least
dare.
what I say. Yeah, so I say, man, this ain't
That's like it sound Diddy-ish. I'm not
yeah.
chilling nowhere with a bunch of men.
I left. I left. He left with a broad. He
Oh,
said a
you was in
broad
there,
shot.
E? Oh, man.
No. I had just left, went back to my hotel room. He left with a broad. He said that he paid a broad 300 for the whole night. He was smashing the broad all night.
Mhm. Paying
So
for it.
yeah, paying for it. But yeah,
Hey, y'all niggas losing, bro. That's bitch nigga shit.
yeah. I don't do that. I don't. Yeah, I ain't
You gotta
paying for
raise your
nothing.
game up out here, man.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat said my partner.
But I'm saying
Y'all
though,
was on the strip. Okay, yeah,
but they
no,
got
I
like they
mean,
got the little nightclubs too. But
I
on the
don't
other
know,
side of the
bro.
street, they got the little red light district in Hong Kong. LKF is
I
what
mean,
they
I'm
call it.
Gucci with that.
I would
That's
have
what I've
told
been
my man
trying
I'm
to say.
cool.
I'm Gucci with that. I'll
I,
be up in there.
I went
Yeah,
back to the little club. He went home with the little broad. I said I'll catch you tomorrow, whatever. He took the little. He took what happened. But yeah,
I'm Gucci with that.
I
I want to
mean,
be
as
up in
long
that
as you,
club. I want to be out there in the mix.
yeah,
I want to be out there at 4 o'clock in the morning, uh, uh, just having fun. I want to do that. He said, "Well, I want to sleep in and all that." No, man, we didn't come in for that.
yeah, no, yeah.
outside.
You supposed to be out? Yeah, every night we was out there like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm damn near till I think the longest that Hong Kong and then Jamaica and Kingston, they party till like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. We get dressed up. We lead them. We had the 2 chicks with me. The 3 chicks with me. We went out like 9. Went out to eat. Went to a little spot, couple of spots. Then went to the nightclub like 10, 11.
Yeah,
Stayed there. Then we went to the ghetto and stayed there till like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. So we get back to the damn room. It's damn the sun coming up. The damn roosters.
y'all ain't y'all ain't get nothing though. Y'all
Oh
ain't.
yeah, 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 yeah. Definitely, yeah,
We ain't doing
definitely,
all this
definitely.
chilling and we ain't getting activated.
Oh,
Like
definitely.
I'm
But I
pulling
think,
something back to the villa or something. Like
yeah, yeah, definitely with that
You
one.
got to be out there though, man. I
Yeah,
like
you
that. I
got to get
like the
out.
challenge. No, I like the
Yeah,
challenge. I don't care where it's Vietnam, Cambodia, Korea. I like the challenge, and it's gonna be some European. It's gonna be some foreign people.
yeah. They're gonna
I
be
want
from
them
all
to
over.
challenge.
They gonna you're gonna exchange numbers, Instagrams. You just got to get out there. That's the thing. People are gonna be more friendlier. That's the first time they guys seen an American black dude. All type of stuff. You don't know who you gonna meet. You just got to get out there, man, and just go out there and do things. You can't be cooped up in the house on it. Get off the internet, jump your ass on a plane, and go out there and see the world. Go cross country, get you a rental
that's real
car,
talk. Yeah,
and yeah, you gotta travel, man.
I love America. I love traveling.
I
I
love
You
just don't.
America
I don't
too,
want to
Pat.
do it no more. But I'm just saying, just America. I just love it, man. I like you go to St. Louis and they go to airport and they
Yup.
go to the mall and I'm saying people are doing what they do, but you different because you're not from there. I like
Uh
that.
huh.
Yeah,
Yup.
that's the thing. That's going to draw people to you. Even if you go like to airport, I done met so many people just going like from DC to Charlotte and just sitting down eating at the restaurant at the airport. I done met a bunch of cool white girls like that. Just going and just sitting down, drinking a glass of wine or something.
Hey, you ain't lying because the
That's just
airport
regular.
bars is
Yeah,
amazing, bro. And you want to talk about baddies?
yeah.
That's where they at the
And
airport bars.
they got jobs. And they going to Texas for a year. Or they going to New York, or they going someplace overseas, and they'll be back in 6 months. And
These dudes ain't
yeah,
trying to get activated,
yeah,
man. They just want to complain and
yeah.
thinking that
I
that
can't do that,
passport
man.
is going to be the yellow brick road to vagina overseas. So be it. But nah, it's some bad women here in America. All the baddies is here. They coming here. I don't care what nobody say. Passport bro, dude screamed at me because I'm like, man, all the bad bitches want to come here to America, bro. This is the dream over here. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, people complaining about the prices and this and that,
Yeah,
whatever.
the threshold is too
America's still gonna
high.
be America.
Yeah, they complaining
Everything
about
is,
the threshold and the competition. It's just too, So a lot of
man.
guys.
Listen,
Yeah,
that's it's gonna be a dog eat dog world no matter where you go. If you got you can't leave your problems. Your problems gonna follow
that's
you.
true.
People thinking that they gonna jump on that plane and life is just gonna be amazing. Nah, if you ain't getting the best of quality woman here, you probably ain't gonna get the best of quality woman over there. You ain't got the best job over here, you probably ain't gonna get the best career over there. It doesn't matter, but either way, I'm not saying that you can't take that leap of faith, but you just got to have a different perspective, especially when you out here trying to mingle and date women and all that. Most of these dudes be flustered, but that's a whole different conversation. Because I had this one passport guy, he started screaming at me. I'm like, you traveling to Colombia and you getting extorted? How is this a good experience? I don't
What?
want to go nowhere with my girl, and I got somebody right here talking about I gotta give him $400 or we gonna have a problem. What?
Who's $400 for what? The girl or the
No.
family?
$400, or he gonna rob me, or it's gonna be some problems if he see me walking around wherever he at or whatever the situation.
Yeah, I know you. He
You ain't
must be.
extorting me.
Yeah, he
See,
must.
that's the Philly nigga about to come out of me. No,
Oh,
you better get the fuck out of my face. We gonna have some
And
problems.
yeah, you can't. Another thing, you see a lot of. You can't go over see who's that tough guy talk too, because
Well, E, then I'm
they,
out there.
they,
E,
yeah,
I'm out.
yeah, they'll stretch you out over.
It's cool. I know. Listen. I'm in the danger zone. I'm not in my comfort zone. So I know how I am. I can't
Yeah,
go there. If I hear
yeah.
that and somebody tell me a story like that, I'm out. But you're not about to sit up here and make it seem like it's so better over there where you getting extorted than being over here. Then he's going to compare it to Chicago. What part of Chicago is a beautiful city? What you want to talk about? O Block, 63rd? What you want to talk about the hood spots? The city of Chicago is a beautiful city, and people haven't been there. The whole Chicago ain't goddamn Chirac. Like, come on, people.
Yeah, they
California,
don't put a
beautiful.
real negative stigma on Chicago.
I went to 2 weeks ago. Just took a flight. Me and my lady. Mall of America, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Beautiful. Had a great time. Good food. People just got to, like you said, got to travel, meet different people, mingle, experience life. But a lot of these dudes, I understand, they flustered. They think that once they got so much, or they got the echelon of their career and they got all these resources that they supposed to get this bit. Nah, you ain't gonna get that girl, good brother.
They'll give you more options because it'll
I mean, if you
expose you to
tricking,
more.
if you tricking,
It'll definitely give you can go and it'll open up options and put you in different environments. That's I think that's the goal.
but you got to try to be that dude though. Like
Yeah,
guys don't understand. You don't have to be the dude, but you got to try. And, and
yeah.
and I mean, get your money up, get your body in shape,
Uh-huh.
get your clothes together, know how to know how you come across, have a conversation. If you into foreign women, speak the language. You have to do this stuff.
You got to put it in work. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
just the
guys don't
basic.
want to
Yeah,
put in no work. They don't want to put in no type of work. And that's why you had a problem that you have now.
yeah. About 3 4 days ago, this lady. Well, I don't know how old she. I know she a little chocolate thing. She be coming to the gym with her husband, and he walked past me. I walked past her going down the steps. She's like, "Oh, you losing a lot of weight." I was like, "Yeah, I'm like 195." She said, "Where's you go?" I said, "Yeah, I'm 195. I'm just maintain what I'm just trying to get toned up and burn that excess body fat off of me." But so people notice you that you think they'll notice you. And she ain't never said that to me. She might give me like a little head nod or just give me like, hey, how you doing? But that's the first time she ever talked to me, like in 2 years of me seeing her.
Hmm.
So people notice you when you being consistent and putting in that work.
They will.
Yeah. So
Ah, shit, they'll
I think
notice,
she I
man.
think I think she from she be her and her husband, they come to the gym as a couple. And they got Pennsylvania. They got like a little blue Acura truck with Pennsylvania tags on it. So I guess they like probably working here, living together. But she looked like when they come, she'll put her bag down and she'll start working out and she'll move and he'll come behind, look around, pick up her bag and follow her wherever she go. One of them type of relationships, you can tell she running everything.
she all right. How she look?
She like chocolate, little tight body. She's not a bad looking woman. She's dark skinned. You can see got like a little bit of, she look like she up in age. She got like a little bit of gray and like keep her hair braided, but she got a real tight, nice body, nice toned body. Probably like 5'6", 5'7", like 140. So yeah, she alright.
I got you. I got you. Look, shout out to Joey. You been coming through. Eric, shout out to your brother, but we got to go ahead and shut this down.
Yeah, I'm
I'll at
tired.
you,
Give me
Plat.
some sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll holler at you too.
All
I
right.
gotta make some runs. I'll at you,
Well,
Plat.
All right, peace
appreciate
out.
you though, man. Always a pleasure, man. We got Joey and we got Eric up here. We're gonna shut this down. We're talking about Ryan Clark. We don't know what he's gonna do, but he's been fired, right? So all the people who talk about his perspective, they used to, hey man, you gotta deal with that. You gotta deal with the truth of that. And I think he went too far. Just be a host, man. You can't say the world, man. Racism is out there, but just be a host. But he got fired. Cam Newton, the way you dress, carry yourself. You don't carry yourself like a respectable man. Stephen A. But see, this is the thing. Y'all can talk about Stephen A. But you know what? He don't go too far. And Stephen A. don't walk around dressed up like that. Stephen A. don't have hats and shit. He don't walk around like costumes. Stephen A. don't dress like that. He come in there like the white man wants him to come in there in a suit. Like, share, support, man. Like the stream, man. Support the platform.